Yeah, that's the way you defend it. That's the way you defend it. He's learned from his mistake. Do not bring the keeper out. Just go and contest the header first.
It's a dangerous game bringing the keeper. And Tom, we know. I mean, we've watched so many games together. It's soul-destroying, isn't it? As we see a goal going in here from Manu Bashore. Good bit of composure from Lucio. And just a nice low-driven finish. Bit harsh on Cristobal there. I think he moved the keeper quite well, Tom.
Yeah, you know the low-driven finishes, though, they can sometimes cause animations from the goalie. The goalies aren't too comfortable with them. I think there, Kanate's kind of dived over the ball. So it's a very good finish from Manu, because I think he knows the animations will work.
Hello guys, Johnny का game चालू हो चुका है. Hello guys, कैसे हो? आवाज आ रही है?
Slightly different ones than normal shots.
Shame. Real shame. As we see here, Johnny trying the Fumella. Very early key movement from Samu Gamer here, and a lot of these players.
पहला थोड़ा सा जल्दी गोल हो जाना चाहिए.
They just know what they're going to do every single time.
अच्छा इसका एक player opponent का एक player yellow है क्या already?
From Samu, of course.
Yellow card है क्या?
Triangle to move the keeper very quickly across the goal line there.
Yellow card है. Yes. इसका एक player है. Come on, let's go. Goal. Let's go.
Talk to me about
क्या बात है?
double triangle pass.
Yeah, we've seen it used frequently.
क्या बात है बे?
Nicholas used
आते
it
goal.
in the previous match. He's worked it perfectly there. Look, just
double
tap over, just to make sure it goes on the inside of the centre back, on the outside. And it's a really nice goal.
Right outside, shout out Eminem.
Shout him out. Well, that little touch from Hansen is enough to put Johnny 1-0 up, and I think now that was his third big chance, right? He had one in kick-off, he had one in about the 12th minute, and he finally gets the goal. He's been knocking on the door for. Just looking at this.
Johnny का है क्या? Yes, bro.
Getting a couple little replays of this goal.
बढ़िया गोल दिया.
Wasting the keeper movement there as well, and the finish is what's so efficient. For you guys at home, make sure you're looking at these pro players using the low-driven finishes as much as possible, because you see how much it works. As Samu Gamer looks.
Let's go, guys. Check में only rocket होना चाहिए.
Good bit of skill in the box there.
ओए आराम से.
Johnny manages to deal with that one.
कैंटोना स्टैंड भाई प्लेयर बहुत अलग रहता है भाई, पूरा लेजेंडरी प्लेयर लोग के साथ खेले. Maradona.
Oh, he's giving it away.
It's
not a position to give away. He's offside though, I think.
Offside. बच गया.
Good pressure from Samu though, very nice to get that ball back.
And Tom, I asked this to Santu before. How much do you think these players are thinking as we'll get into this question in a second here, as we've got a goal.
FIFA में अलग रहता है bro. Things FIFA में अलग रहता है.
Oh, that's a fantastic bit of skill and messing with the low finish. I was just touching on Tom. How much do you think these players think about the prize pool on a tournament this big? Because this is
a big
I don't think these guys do when they're consistently playing at this level. I think they, you know, the
real football
earnings between some of these players is outrageous.
Millions and millions.
Yeah, if you combine them up, they will be in the millions. And I think they're aware it's the biggest tournament, but I think with what they've already achieved, what they already know, with what they're already guaranteed to be doing next year, for example, I don't think it's their prime focus. I think a lot of them now, they've worked so hard to be here. It is about the glory of winning it. And what a pass.
And wow, that's the danger of having a high line there. Samu Gamer with a real chance, waiting for the keeper movement, but Johnny
ये साइड से गोल देना बहुत मुश्किल है.
To stay on the line there with Konate. Going to whip in a very quick corner here. And another chance comes to him and finds the goal. Samu Gamer. Outstanding work to equalise there, Tom.
Giving himself a little slap in the head. I think he's saying, wake up. Because he
brother.
He could have scored earlier with the first chance. He's taken 2 bites at the cherry. And he has now eaten the cherry. He's eating cherries. He had 2 bites. Second one was successful.
13 নহলে 14 দুটার ভিতরতে হ'ব আপনা কই দিম আহি যাব.
Really good response there from Samu Gamer, and I've got a feeling this could end up being
a
close game between these two, both throwing punches back and
তাতে ওয়াচ পার্টি আহিব কাৰণে কি কৰিব লাগিব মই কৈ দিম. most probably register কৰিব লাগিব
back in the mixer.
হয় মই কৈ দিম.
Find it real interesting.
Exact location না জানো.
Just listening to his coach only. Also willing to soak in the atmosphere as well. There is a lot of people and a lot of noise in that crowd from what I have watched.
Of course, Saudi Arabian support of Abu Makar in them last rounds, Tom. It must be so much to deal with being around, dealing with that, you know, especially without a headset.
Come on, Johnny, come on.
Samu Gamer's position.
I'll be interested to see if Samu Gamer plays Abu Makar at any point if he decides to put a headset on.
Yeah, I think
he is going to hear everything. He will hear everything as we see the traditional Johnny through ball,
and he will win it back here, Tom. Tries to Now, I don't know if he's shot
He's in group
intentionally
stage,
near
yes.
post there, looking for the double tap triangle from Samu Gamer going to the far post. They're one step ahead of the game.
भाई क्या चीप दिया है भाई क्या चीप दिया
is an unbelievable.
Nice one बच गया come on Johnny.
Uses his feet perfectly.
And you touched on Tom. Samu Gamer unbelievably clutch with these first times.
कोई बात नहीं Johnny भी कर लेगा.
It was undefendable for Johnny, that was.
Yeah, there's a lot of times Samu Gamer you think how do I actually mark that? Where did that come from? How am I meant to see that? He sees things we'll never see.
He sees things we'll never see.
क्या wing में भागती है भाई?
Didn't he? It was stupendous work.
As we see Johnny building up. Goes for long range with Vitinha. Interesting shot selection from Johnny. Heading into a replay. Christopher has gone too
well. Please, Johnny,
Manu Bashore. Very nice goal as well. Normally we see a low driven there.
We normally see the low driven. Shout out to Richard Buckley, commentating, of course, as well at this event at the FC Pro World Championships. Get to the 40th minute here in this
Samu Gamer का midfield बहुत strong लग रहा है मेरे को. Space नहीं मिल रहा है Johnny को.
Faku Cole is 4-0 up in 30 minutes.
This is outrageous. Of course we'll have a look, won't we, Tom?
He is flying there. Manu Bashore looking for an equaliser, I can see. He gets blocked that time. We head back into our main game. Johnny versus Samu. Now, Samu is looking for a through ball.
Mike Gigi?
He's looking for a way in here. He's going to get it, you know.
What Mike Gigi? आ तो रहा है Mike का sound.
Really well there, Johnny, Tom. I don't think we can
underrate
how good that defending was. Just that step.
आ नहीं रहा क्या आवाज?
It takes some goalies. It certainly does.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's brave.
आ रही है ना?
Sometimes you can look silly for doing it, but the amount of times you win the
ball
and stop your opponent dominating you. I think that's why a lot of pros use it. It's like, I don't want to let my opponent dominate me, keep 65% possession and just hold on to the ball and feel like a sitting duck. I want to step up 10 yards and put myself into this game as well. I think that's the theory behind it.
You've got to be showing the confidence in these kind of games. As soon as you start showing your opponent any sort of holding back, they will pounce on it. These are the best 32 FC players in the world, and they will let you know about that if you do make a mistake. Samu Gamer wins the ball back, though, for the last attack here, Tom. But both players giving the ball away. Slightly sloppy from both. We're going to see another replay. Manu Bashore will equal things up just before half-time against Christopher, of course. The all-Dutch matchup between them two. And in that group, of course, we've got 3 Dutch players. Levi de Verde added to that, as well as we see one more chance at the end of the half here. Wins a great header and will get one more chance. A lovely bit of passing around the box. It's all over the place here at the end of the first half. Between the two, and that will be it, Tom.
Half time 1-1.
Back and let you chat a sec.
This game जीतना important है यार.
A great first half, Shori. These two players that I think a lot of people would tip to be in the knockouts, and even in maybe in the quarterfinals, semi-finals with their recent former Samu Gamer and Johnny obviously being one of the big names. How well he's played. These two should not really be facing off. It feels like this could be the winner's bracket game. Yeah, this could be the winner bracket game, but. That's why it's so evenly contested. The pair of them, very good players. I expect to see more of the same in the second half. If any of you are in the chat, let us know. Who have you got winning? Johnny? Jonu? Or Samu Gamer?
And back into the second half we go, resuming our featured match here on stream. At the FC Pro World Championship, of course, here in Saudi Arabia. The stakes are so high for all of these players. One player looking, of course, to take home that unbelievable trophy. I got a photo with it earlier. I didn't want to leave it, Tom. I didn't want to leave it, that trophy.
Can see why they want to win it. It's a beautiful bit of kit.
It's a beautiful trophy.
Beautiful bit of kit.
We're going to see who is going to take over this second half, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a close affair between the two so far.
Chalo.
Real chance. Tries.
मैच देखते दो यार गाइस कम ऑन यार गोल देने दो नहीं इसको पकड़ो
Eusebio with a rapid play style pass above his head, cross it in.
Nice.
Not enough that time, but I think that passion play just about sums up how these two play. They are in a rush to get in as soon as they possibly can.
And I'd say, I think it's fair to say, Tom, they've both got quite a similar play style trigger in these ones. They're both trying the sort of diagonal pass across the entire pitch. As that was a real chance there on for Samu Gamer, but he's gonna go back, recycle the ball, come back in behind, in with Neto there. Looking to wiggle his way out of that situation. Going to try a potential ball over the top here. Keep an eye on that Sesko run. Johnny does win it.
Chance मिला है.
I thought he was going to let
मिला है. भागो.
भागो. Johnny is. भागो.
I think he's
भागो.
in.
Chip. Oh, nice goal. Nice goal. मुझे लगा चिप देगा लेकिन ठीक है. प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर है ना ये लोग हम लोग से 10 गुना ज्यादा सोचते हैं और अच्छा खेलते हैं. तो मुझे लगा ये चिप देगा.
You can trackle my runs and I'll just run straight through you.
We see that happen as well in the previous match between PH Zin and Dulla Mike earlier on. Sometimes just have a little sprint straight forward. See what's in front of you.
क्या बात है.
Just have an absolute fly at it. And you could see sort of Samu Gamer's reaction to that was kind of this sort of a bit blown away by that. He's got through on the halfway line, sprinted through there. Johnny locking back in and taking the lead in this fixture. All to play for, of course, in this first round, guys. And remember, whoever loses this game, they're not out of the tournament. They do drop into a loser's bracket, but it will be single elimination from there. If you do lose this first matchup and you lose after that, you will indeed be out of the tournament. So in these groups, you're looking to go 2-1. You need to win 2 games and only win 1 in whatever order you end up doing that in, Tom.
Yeah, win 2 games before you lose 2 games. There's your motto.
Simple. That's the one.
There's your motto. I don't know why Canate got booked either. Don't think it was dissent. I think it was actually just a foul from earlier.
Bit of dissent.
Got booked after the goal went in.
Anand bhai, message dekho.
It's not a bad offside trap. Surely not.
Oh, it's really bad.
It is.
Oh, it's really bad.
It's bad all round.
Oh, wow. Johnny, you cannot make mistakes like that at this level.
Kicking himself, Tom. We've touched on it so many times, and I'm sure a lot of you guys tried to use offside traps at home. They can be almighty effective, and they can be almighty ineffective as well, Tom. I mean, that was just a bit of a mess all round. I think in Johnny's situation there, as soon as Samu Gamer took the touchdown, should I say, you thought you'd got away with it. Still ends up going in. Yeah, I think Johnny, you know, maybe it was a little bit fortunate on the finish, but Johnny knows that he should not have done that. Johnny knows
कोई बात नहीं guys, comeback आ रहा है.
See the rainbow behind us going absolutely crazy.
Crazy reaction. That's got to be the end of a series. Yeah, right there. Between those 2 teams.
I think that's G2 just seeing that one out. Sorry, there's a lot of noise. This is what happens at the Esports World Cup, I tell you. The noise in every arena and every game is crazy. I can vouch for that. Times 2 on that one, Tom. And speaking of crazy, Johnny's offside trap. Yes. He can't do that. Not after going 2-1 up. You can't be doing things like that. As we see the ball going to be spread out wide. Really well run, should I say. Well run and well won from Johnny. He's going to nick that. Oh, this is a bizarre. Both players, Tom, making quite a few mistakes, it feels like. Yeah, really settled into a rhythm. Maybe his first game nerves. Maybe Samu's scared of Johnny's height. Who knows, eh? Yeah, Johnny is, I believe, all right in saying 6'7", Tom. It's taken us 61 minutes to mention that, by the way. Yes, that's normally straight on the bingo. Yeah, that is normally on the bingo card. Any Johnny game, you have to mention the fact that he is as tall as a basketball player. Bingo card is probably going to be something to do with popcorn, Tom. It's happened a couple of times. Players, it does just seem quite in limbo, this game. I think you could also say credit to both. They're both pressing quite well, as we see Fonseca trying to get one back here. It's a red. There's a way back into the goal, there's a long way back. There is a long way back, but 10 men is a very good start. As we jump back into our featured game here between Johnny and Samu Gamer. Samu looking to make some progress down the line. Some really good work. He gets a corner off a faked little play a lot there. Italian special, you know. Yeah, I've seen that a lot of times in the East area. Isn't it weird? There's certain little trends that that is one of the finest set pieces as we see. Lovely work, but the keeper movement, Tom. The keeper movement from Johnny is outstanding. You can't give up. You have to move the keeper. You have to go wait until that ball's hit the net for that reason. Everyone's thinking that's a goal. Johnny's keeper movement says no way, Jose. That is a double whammy. 2 small players in the wall there means one thing and one thing only. Up and over. We'll see you later. 4-1 and a chance to get back into that one. Of course, Facuko just got to try and close that out, of course, with 10 men. It's not the worst thing in the world, but if you start getting it in your head, I've got a player less. I don't know, it can get in your head. It's how you deal with it mentally. It's going to be a long 35 minutes for him, I tell you that. It's going to be very long. Now he's conceded. I think if he stayed at 4-0 after 3 kicks, all right, I've taken 10 men, but I haven't let a goal in, so it doesn't matter. He's actually just had double trouble.
And I didn't get a chance to look at Samu Gamer's shots there, Tom. I believe I just saw on the pause menu Johnny had 15 attempts at goal in this game.
15.
Now, as a player, I think we can safely say sometimes when you start looking at the stats in a pause menu, you think to yourself, am I being hard done by in this game? You see some early keep movement coming in there from Samu Gamer.
See there, Johnny could have potentially gone for that near post.
Asset well का बंदा कौन सा Asset well Johnny bro.
As we see here, Cristobal is 4-2 up against Manu.
हाँ लेकिन 2-2 है बे.
It's probably a bit surprising given Manu is a previous world champion.
Absolutely. I believe we had Levy in the other game, Levy de Weerd winning his match currently. Of course, the 3 Dutchmen in this group we've been touching on quite a few times. It's going to be so interesting to see who makes it out of this group, especially with Manu Bashore and Levy de Weerd being teammates. As we see a chance here for Johnny. Very clutch of Samu Gamer to have not moved the keeper to the far post. Oh, that would have been a freebie, Tom.
Yeah, very good movement or non-movement, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, sometimes it's the non-movement. But you're thinking about it as a player, aren't you? You're thinking about it straight away. You see a fantastic ball into the newly subbed up the air.
Nice. बच गया.
That is exactly how Samu Gamer gets you. You think you're safe. You think you're fine. First time through ball later. And you're in big trouble. As we see Johnny doing a similar move. Ronaldinho, he's got the pace. Dino scores.
Let's go! Let's go!
The outside the boot.
Let's go!
Johnny there. Fantastic work. And Tom,
क्या टाइम में गोला है बे?
Speak about that player lock from Johnny into that through ball. That was
क्या टाइम में गोला है भाई?
Sort of maneuvered Ronaldinho there to find the perfectly timed pass, and that is a fantastic finish from Johnny late on in this fixture.
Group stage में top आना है ना आपको?
Players love the player lock. You can decide exactly how the player's going to run. You can see there, made Ronaldinho tuck inside.
यारा पास दिया है बे. वो गोल भी क्या मस्त मारा.
Dino's got that. Them burners behind him.
तो पता चल गया था वो गोलकीपर आगे भागा है.
He's got the absolute dog in him, hasn't he? Samu Gamer, you can see slightly frustrated there. I think that is just purely a lot of skill coming in from Johnny there, tailoring the play lock into the exact position that he wanted it.
You know an FC player.
You're not
going to admit that it was a skilled goal. You're going to blame yourself.
Yes.
That's what the pros love to do. I don't think there's ever really... I think FC players, you see a lot of the time, no matter how much skill is involved from the opponent, you always think, I should have done something better.
Yeah, there's always something I could have done. I think that's the best mentality to have. External factors.
96 and 97
I think it's a dangerous game to be playing. I don't think any players at this tournament will be doing things like that.
It kind of feels like you don't want to accept that someone's done something out of your control. You don't want to sit there and go, you know what? He's actually just played a really good play lock through. You think, no, because then you start thinking that you're not capable.
You didn't need to lose the ball maybe as high up the pitch as you did and things like that. Samu Gamer trying to find an equaliser, using that McTominay aerial plus. And that's something to look out for here at the FC Pro World Championship. Subs on Scott McTominay.
और अपर ब्रैकेट में तो विन चाहिए भाई अपर ब्रैकेट में ले
and heads it down unbelievably.
It's that aerial plus. You know it. We've seen it many times. He's got aerial. He gets up, and the thing is, what's really important with that is he's using it to head it down to the next player instead of shooting, because we've mentioned the contested headers. The contested headers mean less accuracy when someone's shooting. When it's a passing header like that, you still have full accuracy.
Absolutely.
So what a lot of these players do will put the aerial player or aerial player on the right or left back, so then they can pass it inside to the striker, and then the striker scores, because you can't just cross it in and shoot. Yeah. You can't be doing things like that.
You can't do things like that, can you, Thomas? Of course, a lot of these right backs and left backs, some of them have got some height, but if you bring on a player, you'll often back them to jump above as the attacker on the full back. So very interesting here, 3-0, a chance of our first extra time featured matchup here on the B stream at the FC Pro World Championship. We hope you guys are enjoying the action. It's been an outstanding first day so far between all of these players. And, you know, of course, by tomorrow, we're going to see, at the end of tomorrow, should I say, 16 players left in this competition, Tom.
Yeah, I think going back to that aerial stuff we mentioned, as we see a goal for Johnny. Wow, did not see that coming. I was just about to talk about aerial and why Lucio has been selected at right back. Instead, I'll have another go at this, Shuri.
गान फट गई 1 सेकंड के लिए मुझे लगा ओपोनेंट सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है
Mamadashvili.
I can't say I've got the pronunciation.
come on
Mamadashvili.
क्या
Sorry,
गोल
I
दिया है
got
भाई
that wrong 3 times on
क्या
broadcast.
गोल दिया है भाई ये
No,
साइड से पूरा
but
ये
made it
एंगल पकड़ के
4-3.
गोल दिया है भाई
And we were talking about how important the aerial meta is and how much it can help. Again, that is an uncontested header.
Uncontested
That's why
header.
it's been
Opponent
accurate.
fumble
gone
हो
in. I think you've got to ask questions of the keeper as well.
I know you're not on camera.
अभी तो उसको पैनिक होगा ना वो
Point in
अभी
the
टाइम
pen.
कम है
It's really making you look very sophisticated. Slightly unlucky there from
क्या
Samu
गोल
Gamer.
दिया
I mean, you look from a corner, it is unlucky, and then you've also got the hand on it. Number 94.
जॉनी लेकिन पूरा काम एंड
Mamadashvili there
कंपोज
as
खेल
well,
रहा है
of course.
Mamadashvili. Why are
लग
you
नहीं
winking
रहा
me
है
when
ओपोनेंट
you
का
say
शकल में
that?
दिख रहा है
94.
उसको का कोच भी
94.
नर्वस लग रहा है
Inside joke between us. Moving swiftly on.
Sorry, I thought you were on about my pronouncing of
No,
name.
not at all.
Has Manu equalised?
He has indeed.
Is that an equaliser? It is, you know.
Equaliser.
It's not Harvey Barnes,
भाई
it's
ये वाले गेम में
Ratinha.
जो 4 गोल खाया उसने इक्वलाइजर दे
4-4,
दी
Manu Bashure, some comeback there.
कैसे होगा ये
Johnny looking to finish the game, but he can't do it.
Come on,
that
Johnny,
time.
come on.
What have you got in your locker
मार दो
here,
इसको
my
बॉल
friend?
Try that first time through ball here,
मार दे
but it will be
nice
marked by your best friend Mamadashvili. The
Nice, अभी तो
Liverpool
time
man,
waste करो
the
भाई
newly Liverpool man, of course.
Mamadashvili, right. I'm
think
gonna,
that's the one.
Going to be saying that in my sleep tonight. Make sure I don't mess that
अरे
up.
खुल रहा है इसका
Guys,
डिफेंस
the
खुल रहा
chat might be letting me know exactly what I'm saying
हाँ,
wrong
ठीक है,
myself, potentially.
आराम से
5
हाँ,
minutes
ठीक है।
left in this one. Johnny looks to close it out. One more goal you would think surely ends
एक
this
गोल भी
fixture as we
सकते
get a look around all the grounds. 4-all in the Manu
तो
Bashure game. Faku Cohen continues to keep his
पाँव में
lead
कैसे नहीं
in
लगा?
at 5-1.
Oh, he's
Time
done
to
well.
close the
10
game,
men,
huh?
he scored
Done well,
another,
scored
and
another
seen
and
it
just-
out, really, yeah.
Absolutely.
Faku Cohen, you've played very well. We will have an update in the Levy Dewey game soon for you as well, guys.
भाई चांस ही मत दो बे
Drawing 4-4,
लाइन काट दो
Cristobal,
इसका
Johnny just
गिराओ
looking to
इसको
defend this last attack from Samu, really.
चांस ही मत दो भाई स्ट्राइकर पे जाने का भाई ये चिप बहुत बढ़िया मारता है भाई ये बंदा
Offside, and now
Offside
Johnny,
लेकिन
you have to keep the ball
If
for
का तो
14 game
तो
minutes.
वो
It
भी
should be
करता
+2 here.
साइड हो जाता
And you expect to see a pause in at this point.
Player
No
भी आगे था
players
ना
have
उसको।
paused this late on in the game. And Johnny
बढ़िया,
now has
हमारे
a
तरफ
real
से भी
chance
चीपा है।
to hold this out. However, gives the ball away. Samu Gamer, you need to do something perfect, my friend. Can you construct the perfect attack?
अबे!
But we are going to jump to another game just to see a goal. Fonseca,
बढ़िया,
the
जॉनी
goal
पूरा मार्क
but it
करके
needs to
रखा है
be
भाई।
perfect from there. Of course, with the red card, jumping back into our featured matchup. Plus
बढ़िया 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 बढ़िया
and you back Johnny.
टाइम वेस्ट करो टाइम वेस्ट करो
It might be these new
2
squad
मिनट
players.
मारने ही मत दो भाई इसको
One of the older ones, but there's a real lack of care
Time waste.
for keeping the ball.
Yeah.
टाइम वेस्ट
I
चाहिए
know there's a
अपने
lot of
Tell him,
people,
Tom.
yeah.
कम ऑन
Back in
2
my
मिनट
day, yeah.
1 मिनट
It used to be
खत्म भी नहीं हो
the
रहा
biggest
बहुत बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया
tournament. Like we all used to say,
पीछे
you
मत
have to
हाँ
play for
बहुत
last
बढ़िया
attack.
गोलकीपर को दो
These
भाई
newbies don't
दौड़ते
care.
रहो भागते रहो भागते रहो
They trust themselves enough
रहो।
as Manu Bashure has
बढ़िया
a
ए ये नहीं
minute
अभी उसका पाँव में लग
and he's
जाता
tucked it in bottom corner.
बढ़िया 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 कम ऑन टाइम वेस्ट
Unbelievable from Manu, and we see
जीत
Johnny
गए क्या
there secure
लेट्स गो
the
गाइस
victory in the first round
Let's
of
go.
the group stage. He'll be playing a game very shortly to see if he
अच्छा,
can
इसका
of
game
course
अभी हो
secure
जाएगा।
his place into the
Let's
knockout
go, guys. Let's
stages. Of course,
go.
guys, we'll see today all of the players make it through the winners bracket, and then we'll have 8 games tomorrow in the loser bracket.
अच्छा आज का विनर्स ब्रैकेट जितना जरूरी है भाई वरना कल हम लोग 8 गेम नहीं खेल पाएंगे लीग
One of
में
my predictions is correct. I said Johnny would win that game, and he did.
A very, very tight one, wasn't it? Two very good players there.
come on come on come
My
on
prediction might be wrong, but we're going to see if Manu Bashure can hold this out. He's just
गाइस देखते रहना ठीक है
after being
धोनी का मैच को
4-2
दूसरे
down.
चैनल में ना दिखाना चालू कर दे तो
In a
मुझे पता नहीं
clash
लगेगा ना
of
अब बता देना
two
मुझे
very,
मैं फट से
very
स्विच मार
good
दूंगा
Dutch players. Cristobal,
अभी
really
तो टाइम होगा
big
2-3
breakout
मिनट तो
season
मिलेगा
this year. Manu, obviously, 23 World Cup winner.
Of course. And Manu Bashure just needs to be
भाई ये वाला
perfect
मैच
here.
भी
He
50 हो गया
hasn't
भाई
been though.
I'm
ऊपर
telling you,
वाला
they don't care about keeping
They
the
don't
ball.
care.
They don't
And they
care.
don't care. They
Manu
don't want to keep it.
बचूड़ा
Just tell me, just
चार
tell
गोल
me you
दिया
don't
था
care.
उसके बाद
Honestly.
उसके ओपोनेंट ने
One more
4 गोल
chance
दिए
for Cristobal,
कमबैक
but
किया
Manu
भाई
Bashure has won the ball back
टाइम नहीं
once
होगा
again here. And if Manu just plays this perfectly, you're going to look for the wings in these kind of positions. He
I'm
has
telling
it.
you.
क्रिस निकाल
I'm
देगा
telling
क्या
you,
It's
Manu
careless
भी
to
बहुत
see
Bashure,
it.
danger
game
player।
management. It doesn't matter
Really
because
danger
they're
player।
so confident that they'll win the ball back. I don't think they're really that bothered.
I
Manu,
think
that's
ये
surely not
इसी से
enough.
है शायद
And I'm going to leave my rant there and congratulate
Yeah,
Manu on an amazing comeback. 4-2 down against someone that they really know each other well. They would be practicing with each other all the time. And to come and bring that back, unbelievable. Maybe showing why he was a previous world champ.
Of course, and Manu made an amazing run through the play-ins. That's worth noting.
Bro, I think today
Players who made
Johnny
a few
match is
play-ins.
completed.
Of course,
I don't
there's
think so.
4 spots available in that tournament between 48 players. No easy feat getting through that, so he's done fantastically well as we jump over to this Faku Cohen game, which is 6-2 to Faku Cohen after getting, of course, a red card, which we touched on top.
Levy's lost 5-4 there as well, we can see, against Rampazzo. Wow. Levy has actually lost, and I'm sure he was winning by 1 or 2 as well.
And that'll be Levy versus Chris DeBoer. Unless in this final attack, we've got it on screen for you guys. Can Levy clutch up? It goes off it, unfortunately for us, but Levy looked to be crashing out of the winners bracket there.
So we see this is how Faku Cohen actually
from Hyderabad.
He's done really well with 10 men. Done really well. Just picked him off on the counter attack. 6-2.
That 99 Williams item, she's been used quite a few times. The passing play styles she has on offer, she can just do everything with that ball.
So what do we know? We know Faku Cohen has won his first game. We know Johnny has beat Samu Gamer. We know Manu Bashore has beat Chris DeBoer. And I'm 99% sure in telling you that Levy DeWeird has actually lost his first game to Rampazzo. But keep your eyes peeled for updates once these games finish. We will be bringing you all the scores on the doors very soon. We're just going to wait for Faku Cohen to see this one out and give us all a lesson in a bit of game management.
Yes, now Tom, I think your
everything's
been answered. Nice. Chilled, relaxed approach here at the end of the game for Faku Cohen, and of course a massive result for him here in the group stages. Like we've touched on many a time, guys, this is not the end of the tournament if you go out, but it is now single elimination from this point if you do lose the first fixture, which mentally is such a difficult thing to deal with, Tom. After you've been preparing for all these months.
Bro, Johnny, next time in 12:30
World Cup here in Saudi Arabia. It's a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, it is. You know, they're playing on the biggest stage for some people. This will be the biggest tournament they've ever played in, biggest prize money, biggest stage, biggest crowd.
It's what you've
been waiting for. It's what you dream of, really. If you ask any FC player at the start of the season, what is your objective? It is to make the World Cup.
Yes.
They want to be at the World Cup. And, you know, if you lose that first game, it can be a real knock on your confidence, but it's also a chance to show your champion mentality, you know, as we see Faku Cohen nearly making it 7.
It's that woodwork again, absolutely spooned it onto the post.
We've seen a lot of that recently, haven't we? A lot of people hitting the bar and post. But yeah, winning with 10 men. I mean, I know he was already 4-0 up, but it's special.
It is special work. And Faku Cohen will book his place into the winners bracket next round and have the chance, of course, to make it into the knockout stages today. Not being played today, of course, the knockout stages, just to make that clear. That will conclude this fixture. A little pass out of play there. And he looked so locked in, Tom, throughout that game. He looked so locked in.
He did. He's played really, really well. A great start. A real confidence booster. I mean, we've seen some amazing games. We've seen a lot of tight games there as well. Manu Bashore 5-4. Johnny beating Samu Gamer 4-3. I mean, Gaskin, tell me what you think.
I think
my
prediction was right. Tom's was
right.
So that means that we're
yes, sir.
That's all that matters. It's just the predictions. But
sorry, mate.
Jokes aside, impressive performance from Johnny. I mean, as expected, we see the experience coming through. As you should from a player of his caliber as well. But the job's not done yet, right? There's a lot still to do in this tournament, not only to get through.
Yes, obviously, Johnny
knockout stages. And then you've got to go one step further, see if you can get into the quarters, then the semis, and then maybe, maybe you can get into that final. As we look back at some of the highlights from that game, of course, Johnny opened themselves, but then Samu Gamer opened up his defense and was able to break through.
I was waiting to hear that from you.
I've learned from you, but I think you would do better.
There's been some shocking jokes. A very strange goal we had happen here. Of course, the Johnny strange offside trap, but came back with an amazing first-time through ball outside the boot. Trevella was lovely, lovely stuff there. And we saw the head down from McTominay. The aerial plus we were touching on a lot throughout this game, Tom, and then the header coming in from your best friend.
Oh yeah, heading though.
It is. We've seen that corner. These people need to be aware. Anyone at home that's seen the corner, any of the pros
next match, I think
I'm sure they already know, but you have to contest the header in any way you can. Otherwise, you will fall victim to the near post set piece, just as Samu did there.
How long have you been best mates with him?
Who? Mamash Davile?
Yeah.
Probably about 2 months now. I think
from Guwahati,
I thought, you know what, me and you, we're like that now. Yeah.
I thought you were. I could see it in your eyes as well. But great cast as always, gentlemen. It was a pleasure to listen to. But it is Johnny who takes the victory in that one. But of course, we still have more matches coming your way. So go have your Shuri popcorn, whatever, a Shuri drink, a soda, anything that you can get for the next game. Because we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, more action.
कभी-कभी गेम जल्दी भी चालू हो जाता है क्लिप 130 दिखाता है कभी-कभी चालू हो जाता है कभी-कभी या फिर पूरा टाइम में 100 का टेक्निकल डिफिकल्टी है फर्स्ट टाइम देख रहा हूँ एफसी कुछ एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है क्या एक्सप्लेन करना है एफसी इज लाइक फुटबॉल समझे फुटबॉल गेम होता है गोल करो जो ज्यादा गोल करेगा जीतेगा आपको क्या एक्सप्लेन करना है बताओ फुटबॉल तो आता है ना वही फुटबॉल हो रहा है हमारे टीम से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं SC12 जॉनी बाकी टीम का जो आ रहा है पहला एक आया था सेनू गेम में हार गया नेक्स्ट ओपोनेंट भी अच्छा ही है तो जो क्वालिफाई करके आएंगे ऑब्वियसली अच्छे ही होंगे तो सारे मैच लूज ही जाएगा अनलेस किसी ने बहुत मतलब स्ट्रेटेजाइज करके पूरा वो लखनऊ मीटअप वो मेरे को आइडिया नहीं है जब होगा आपको बिल्कुल पता चलेगा कितना मैच जीतना होगा धोनी को जितना है सब जीतना है
Brazil is a really big thing for me. I was born in the US, but my whole family is Brazilian, and I have a really big attachment to the country and feel like a true representative of the country. So for me, it's really important to just out in these tournaments, have a good vibe, have a good energy. You know, we are a footballing country. We have 5 World Cups in real football. That type of stuff. It sort of carries over to FC and to the way we play. So I just try to translate it the best I can to what I do. I think something Brazilian about my playstyle is definitely the skills. I use Ronaldinho most of the time I can. I use Neymar most of the time I can. Every chance possible, I'm trying to just skill. I like to make the goal look pretty. I grew up playing football, just trying skills and just trying to incorporate that into my game. And then personality-wise, just a good vibe, man. Try to treat everybody nice, be welcoming to everyone. I think that's what we as a country are known for, and just try to bring that out here.
Reach your impossible, Lenovo Legion.
जलंधर वाले में गाइस देखो बेसिकली जहाँ तक मेरे को इतना तो पता नहीं है लेकिन आजकल मतलब समझ रहे हो ओपन में ज़्यादा वो बीटा वगैरह हर शहर में इजी नहीं होता समझ रहे हो तो आई थिंक वो वाली दिक्कत है तो इसलिए
alongside me once again. I mean, a pleasure to be here.
कोई पता होगा रिसेंटली भी बहुत सारे इशू हुए हैं
guys. I mean, an incredible matchup that we've got coming up in front of us as well. Tom, what's your initial thoughts seeing this?
वो सब ना हो तो अच्छा कहीं अंदर ही कर
Gio Bundy probably goes under the radar quite a lot because
यहाँ में मतलब
so much Dutch talent and they really they rule the FC world when you think of Manu Bashore, Levy, and the way Cristobal is playing as well, and Emre.
कोई बात नहीं
kind of forget Gio Bundy's there a little bit. He doesn't get enough credit. So
मेरा बहुत मन था सबसे अरे मिलने का मौका तो आदित्य हम लोग
Santu, what do you think about these two?
जा रहे हैं बहुत आपको मिलने का मौका मिलेगा और जगह पे आएंगे
Guibarros lost 2 finals this year and he just signed for Leipzig. So can we say he's the replacement for Anders, and he needs to perform actually. So Yeah,
has to
gonna
perform.
be a tough match.
Well, we'll see if he is going to be performing. We can look at the bracket as well and how that one's going to be looking here today. Of course, as usual, you guys
सीधा इनका फुटबॉल क्लब से भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रहता है. यस, मोस्टली जो टॉप प्लेयर है उनके फुटबॉल क्लब से भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रहता है. उनको अपने लोकल फुटबॉल क्लब से रिप्रेजेंट होके आते हैं. तो आपको देखने को मिलेगा वो लोग तरीके की जर्सी पहनते हैं अपने क्लब से.
winner of them advances to the playoffs. But then you've also got the lower bracket. Samu Gamer does drop and is going to have to try and win that one to see if he can survive until day 2. Remember, those lower bracket finals won't be played until tomorrow. We'll kick things off tomorrow with 8 lower bracket matches, which is going to be something you do not want to miss. Then to Group F, Tom. Is this what you're expecting to see these two players going through?
No, I was expecting an Dutch upper bracket. I was definitely expecting Levy to win today. He's normally Mr. Consistent. He's the man who's always there. He hasn't done enough to win something huge on the world stage yet, in terms of like a World Cup or something like that. But you normally expect Levy to come out the groups. Love from Nepal, love you. So a little bit surprised, but full credit to Rampazzo. He's played really well to get that victory. And I think Manu, out of the two of them, I probably did expect. You know, he's peaking at the right time potentially. He's just come through that play-ins grueling process. Is he going to keep that form up? Is he going to go all the way again? It's very rare that we see a two-time world champion, but Manu, you've got a chance.
Does have a chance, but now we move over to the last two groups then. Group G, Paolo versus Freeze, Fuma and Danipitbull are going to be competing in this one. Santu, any initial favorites as you look at these four?
Why are you asking me that?
I don't know, just curious.
I'm from
Napoli. Love you, yaar.
Danipitbull plays for Napoli, of course.
But you said you will be bald if... हाँ, मैं हुआ था. Predator. Live नहीं किया.
I huge clap to Fuma for the win already.
So you think maybe
आप लोगों ने देखा नहीं ना?
Pitbull, yeah. I see through your lies. Elsewhere, we've got Group H. We've got Jafonzo competing, of course, the reigning esports World Cup champion, Jafonzo. An incredible.
Any update of Tekken? I think Nino.
I think he's going to take a big effort from Jafonzo. I think
LCQ का आज का जो राउंड है वो जीता है, तो कल उसको और खेलना होगा.
This year's form.
Top को mostly top 4 आना. तो बहुत अभी I think कल भी मैचेस होंगे.
Just from what I've seen,
top 4
I have massive respect for him as a player.
आज का जीतना तो ठीक है. आज अगर हारते तो उनको फट ही जाता.
Just going off what I see,
आज जीत गया अच्छी बात
obviously
है.
I do end up speaking to quite a lot of pros, and you kind of get a feel of who they really think is going to do it. I don't know if I'd
और main है top 4 आना. Top 4
also
जब आ
interested to see how
जाओगे.
Resende plays, doing it for the old guard, as you say, kind of gone off, and then he's come back. The game we're going to be headed into is Guibarros versus Gio Bundy. Guibarros obviously in the
Red Bull
pool
C4 का मैच देखो उसमें से
signed with Leipzig.
हाँ क्योंकि सेमी इसमें ये भी होता है ना कोई प्लेयर मतलब कुछ रीजन से नहीं आ पाता है वैसा भी हो जाता है तो डीक्यू हो जाता है बहुत सारे लोकल प्लेयर भी रजिस्टर करते हैं कि अपना टाइप पे नाम है आया हो गया
in the EMLS in the year that he was able to win that esports World Cup.
क्योंकि टेकन है फाइटिंग गेम्स एक ऐसा गेम है कि ऑनलाइन बहुत कम होता है.
This is going to be a tough game.
हर जगह में कुछ बड़ा टूर्नामेंट हो आपको जाके खेलना.
Definitely an opportunity to
get. जैसे आपने देखा होगा नीनो लोग काफी सारे जगह पे गए थे.
What I'm hoping to see is some Bonito from.
नहीं वो अलग बात है लेकिन कोशिश कर रहे थे.
He's from Brazil, of course. His family is from Brazil. And he says he plays with Neymar or Ronaldinho.
Last match है ना to qualify FIFA का. Last match I don't think अभी देखना होगा.
Fresh gameplay, you know what I mean?
देखता हूँ.
Yeah, I feel it. I'd love to see some Brazilian flair on this game. I do wonder how it's going to play out. You know, two players, if I'm being completely honest with you, might not be fancy to win the whole thing, but this has got to be the start of their run now. I think Guibarros has shown signs, as you said, if he's lost a couple of finals, he's been very close this year. Can he go and take it to the next level? And Gio Bundy, I don't want to sound too harsh, but just isn't in that top bracket, isn't fancying that top bracket. This is his chance to come and prove himself.
I mean, we've seen teams and players do it from out of nowhere before. It's certainly something that FC is used to. Like we've had the underdog story, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, he proved himself that he can reach a final. He reached 2, and now he needs to prove it here in the biggest stage in the world. And maybe why not to win?
Yeah, why not go all the way? I mean, if you can take down some of these players on your path, sometimes that momentum does just get behind you, and we have seen those giant, like gauntlet runs from players in the history books of FC. But first and foremost, it's just about getting this first match under your belt and maybe ignoring some of those nerves that do come when you are competing for the first time on that main stage, because it can be a little bit daunting. Tom, you know all too well, the first game of the day, sometimes it's a little bit tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, truth be told, I struggled with it. It's something that I really, even now, playing, it's one of my weak points that I try and work on, is like how can I get
myself stage का last two qualify in top 16 if win, otherwise lower bracket match हाँ वही तो winner bracket से जाना ज़्यादा easy है ना, winner bracket हम लोग जीत जाएंगे तो direct top 16 पहुंच जाएंगे. Lower bracket में बहुत लोचा है, आओ फिर वो आ रहा हूँ इसको
It goes a long way in this format. You don't get many opportunities. If you come out slow here,
बढ़िया खबर बढ़िया
4-0 up in 30 minutes, you blink and you're into the lower bracket. Suddenly you've only got one game before you head home. So quick starts here, you have to be at it from minute one. You've been practicing months, you know. A lot of these people would have known they were in the World Cup for, what, at least 2 months now. And this is your big moment. You've got to be ready. You've got to make sure you're warm, you're ready to go. And that quick start can make a lot of difference.
It's the battle of the G's, Guibarros versus Gio Bundy. And they are underway here for their first matchup in the FC Pro World Championship. And you said from minute one you've got to get going. Well, are we going to see an early goal here? No, it's timed red. Some early nerves perhaps already here.
As I was saying, quick start. If he times that green or he's got a little bit more composure, he goes 1-0 up. Just to confirm, Gio Bundy is in the blue and Guibarros in the red.
भाई ये लोग player lock करते हैं player lock करके खेलते हैं पता है मतलब भागते वक्त वो रेड कलर का जो सिंबल नहीं आता उसमें प्लेयर लॉक हो जाता है मतलब 5 बजे तक प्लेयर पे जाता है.
It is not pretty, but it is the first goal for Guibarros, and you can see
opponent इसी चीज से फील करते हैं
he is delighted to get his first hit.
And it's definitely not the first time that it
तो
happened
ना वे
to
वो
him.
गोलकीपर को मार रहा है से लग के
His
डायरेक्ट प्लेयर पे कैसे
reaction,
गया
I knew for sure
अलग
it's
जगह
not
भी तो
the
जा
first
सकता
time that it happened, because it's a scheme that I guess he tried a lot at all.
Hello Marcida,
Yeah, I
hello.
know Nightwatch isn't actually
Any chances of meeting them outside LPO possible? Aditya, I have no clue about
year. And I've had the privilege of working with Nightwatch last year in Premier League. I can guarantee that corner routine has been worked on. Nightwatch leaves nothing to chance. He really takes a high priority on set pieces. We always try the best to give the best for his players. And I think if you speak to Guibarros at one point, he'll probably tell you that they've been working on that for a very long time.
Obviously a little bit of a rubber fortune with the block and then the second attempt, but it's about putting yourself in that position by going from the corner. But elsewhere we can see Danipitbull is under a little bit of early pressure as well. Fuma will get the opening goal in that encounter. Eusebio is going to be able to score that one. And are we going to be able to double this lead then for Guibarros? Ronaldinho. Oh, nice little heel to heel, but sadly doesn't beat the match.
I do wonder if Fuma, inspired by LJR, them two, been a real formidable team in France. Obviously seen LJR step up earlier and beat Banana. Maybe Fuma is fancying his chances. We're going to see Paolo Neto against Bryce. Early goal for Paolo Neto. You see what I said about starting well? You see Gio Bundy, red time shot, goes 1-0 down. He greens that one, goes 1-0 up. It's small things. In hindsight, it's not that big, but it can make a world of difference, particularly in your opening game, going 1-0 up compared to going 1-0 down, and making sure you're at it. You know, Gio Bundy, if he times that green, he might be 1-0 up, and it's completely different outlook.
Just settles the nerves a little bit. I remember I've seen so many players that go 1-0 up and then they just start to cruise through, whereas on the flip side, you go 1-0 down and you just get that seed of doubt planted into the back of your mind that maybe this game isn't going to go your well, and you really have to try and go against it here, as Bobby Charlton's going to have the ball on the edge of the box. Let's have a little bit of help with Ronaldinho, twisting, turning, cancelling on, then plays in. It's a brilliant piece of play.
I love the joga bonito of Guibarros.
It's a different one to the first one. Is it going to pay off? Not this time, but Guibarros is playing very, very well here. Started well after giving up the first initial chance. He's now had 3 very good chances. Only taken 1. But positive signs for Guibarros, the man playing for Red Bull.
आपका जरिए भाई थक भाई और स्नेक्स का साइन है मेरे मैच पे लिमिटेड वाला बहुत 3 जन को का हो जाएगा.
On the flip side, Gio Bundy just not able to
get
next
time सही कभी तो चांस मिलेगा और
it's a little bit lackluster at the moment, but might just be a bit flustered with the moment, especially with the pressure that he's being put under. But now he has a chance to dominate.
कोई बाहर से मिल सकता है तो डेफिनेटली जो भी क्रिएटर जा रहे हैं ना वो अपने इंस्टा पे स्टोरी वोरी लगा देंगे. एक बार वो भी ध्यान रखो.
Here's James now.
मिलने का ऐसा possible.
A little bit of help in the middle. Again, this is good pressure, but you can see Guibarros is just trying to man mark every single player that arrives. Mendes still wins it. Maybe a chance here.
आजकल की बात नहीं, मतलब मीटअप वगैरह में ना.
It's a good opportunity. Does time it green this time. Goes out for a corner.
See what he's got from set pieces.
Safety भी.
It's nearly gone in. He's going to win that header though. He's going to have a chance to recycle it. Set pieces being prominent in the first 20 minutes of this game. He can't make that one count, but I've got a feeling this game might be decided by set pieces.
I was about to say the same thing.
Maybe a breakaway now. Again, it's this left-hand side that's being targeted. Player lock was just a fake out, but just can't beat the three defenders that were all marking the player. And it's solid defense this time from Gio Bundy.
Slowly feeling their way into games. We see Fuma is about to go 2-0 up against Danipitbull.
Unlucky.
It's a bit unlucky. Shot. Timed it green, falling back to him as we're seeing Guibarros 2-0 up. He's giving the noise to the crowd. He's letting them know what he did say about that. Wow.
Defense choke
good dance moves to back up that goal as well. I definitely can't.
Johnny का match कब है? Johnny का match 12:30.
Can you? Yeah. All right, we'll see that a little bit later on stream. Maybe when you're on camera, I will ask you to back that comment up. I'm with Tom. My dance moves are very bad.
Defense तोड़ दिए
since I was a kid. Anyway, it's going to be 2-0. Our lead is double. And again, when we talk about confidence, when we talk about getting into this game, I feel like that is just going to take so much pressure off your shoulders. But apply the pressure to Gio Bundy now, who I'm sure is going to be feeling it. All we can do is smile about that one, but you've got to lock in here, Tom.
Yeah, I think it's the smile of resignation. As you know, whatever you've done, the goal is going in, and Gio Bundy's going to have to wake up here. We said it'd be a good opportunity for him. Obviously, as an unfancied man, to come and build some confidence, but Guibarros has said, look, I've lost a couple of times this year, and I'm not in the mood this year. Or at this tournament, should I say, as we're going to see Bryce equalise with the Travella low driven. That's like a additional bonus goal we've seen come in at the back end of the game. We started with the low drivens, and then the pros found out that you can actually Travella low driven, which is even more accurate and even quicker.
They always find a way, just...
Them pesky pros, eh?
Any extra percentage chance of scoring a goal will be found, and the pros find it out, and then the amateurs will follow, and then I see it in Weekend League. It's now Messi has the ball.
Messi.
Can't get the 1-2. Will lose possession. That means now
Messi
has a chance just again to switch this, slow this down. He doesn't need to rush.
Only
30 minutes in.
He's got to be careful because Guibarros is starting to walk all over him. He needs to get a foot back in the game here because look, too many cheap giveaways like that, and you're going to get punished. See, Lucio becoming very apparent by people playing Lucio right back when the aerial metal we've seen in other games.
कर रहा है ना, आप देखोगे जब भी
that's a key
मार रहा
factor
है
as to why Lucio is
तो
stepping up
डिफेंस में
at
पूरा
right
स्पेस
back,
क्रिएट हो जाए
just to try and stop
वो एक वाली बात है
anyone bringing on tool subs and causing problems. Gio Bundy, unfortunately not enough that time either. He just looks a bit lost for ideas at the minute. He's going to have to get something back in. It's where a coach can earn their money as well.
तो थोड़ा सा ऑप्शन भी नहीं मिला.
Let him know that maybe you don't need to be trying anything too extravagant. Just keep it simple at this point. You will have your chances, and maybe it could be one of them here, but good defensive work from Guibarros. And now he actually on the counter. Maybe he's found the perfect ball over the top. Could be a chance for 3 from Harry Kane, but a good save.
Keeper movement here.
डिफेंड लेन जियो बंडी को कर लेना चाहिए.
It's one of the best weapons you can have, and you can use against your opponent to move your keeper. You know what I mean?
Kept him in the game there.
Yeah.
Could be 3-0 in 33 minutes.
That being said, it is going to be a corner, and we've already seen how dangerous the corners can be. I mean, you were speaking about the right back being Lucio. That's a tale as old as time. Sticking a tall player at right back. We've seen that in so many previous games of FC as well. As Fuma versus Danipitbull, it was a similar opportunity that came through with the over-the-top through ball, but Fuma does convert it to find himself 3-0 up against Danipitbull. That's going to be difficult to come back from.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you must have watched LJR. The two French players, they've dominated the French league. Every time they play there, they stamp their authority all over it. You see Paolo Neto scoring here as well with Eric Cantona. Get a replay on this one.
ले नहीं पा रहा है और ले भी पा रहा है तो
Neto with a great
बढ़िया से डिफेंस मतलब डिफेंस तो खुल जा रहा है.
I'm sure PK Hunt will be very happy with that somewhere. Guibarros now with
तो दिखता ही कैसे
What routine has he got in the locker this time? He goes for goal. He's hit the bar. We have seen the one
इधर से ट्राई किया था गोल लेने का.
Yeah, definitely.
But player लग रहा है बे.
If it went through, we were talking about
Guibarros.
the goal of the tournament so far.
Direct from the corner.
Yeah.
देखो
Maybe not. Harry Kane absolutely barrels it home.
Now he doesn't finesse. He didn't do
Defensive
a drill shot. He just smashed it in the back of the net.
We tried to finesse in the last one. And he said, you know what, I'm smashing that in. Guibarros, very good value for this 3-0 lead, by the way. He has come out and has played some unbelievable FC in the first 35 minutes here. Just picks the through ball, great run from Harry Kane. Wow. Guibarros, get that crowd going. It's obviously working in his favour right now. And Gio Bundy.
आपको रहेगा भाई बेस्ट डुओ हो साथ में स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करो फिर. अरे मैं बीजीएमआई नहीं खेल रहा ना अभी. क्योंकि आपको पता होगा शोल्डर के लिए मैं नहीं खेल रहा. रहेगा कर रहा है रैंक. इससे वो थोड़ा सा ऐसे चिल करने के लिए बीजीएमआई करना चालू करेगा तब मैं खेलना चाहता हूँ.
Perfect ball as well. It must have been an inch more and it would have been offside, but timed it to perfection.
इसलिए वो रैंक पुश करेगा. मैं
this
उधर
could
में
get
आया क्या तब
ugly here on the counter attack.
How important
जब
is
सीरियस खेलता हूँ मैं तो
to
बहुत
stay in the
सीरियस
match
खेलता
if you're winning 3-0 in the first 37
सीरियस
minutes
खेलने
of
के
the
चक्कर में मेरा
game and
शोल्डर
don't relax yourself and keep on playing, keep on attacking.
Wild game.
Yeah, I mean, for Guibarros, foot on the gas, but I think this is what separates the top players. What I notice is they don't really. So we see Danipitbull's going to get one back here.
Yes.
The top players don't really let themselves get blown out when they're playing bad. Normally, everyone's plan A is so good, but the top players, their plan B is what keeps them in games. I think Nicholas is a prime example of that. That when they're not quite at it, they still just make sure that it doesn't get out of hand, that they don't go 4 or 5 down.
You always have a backup plan. Even for the backup plan, you got a backup plan.
Exactly. There's many a backup plans.
Yeah.
I worry for Gio Bundy. We've already seen him try to execute the plan B and the plan C, and I do worry that maybe he's out of options a little bit here, which is going to be great news for Guibarros because he might just comfortably run away with this one now. The next goal has to be for Gio Bundy for me, otherwise I think this game might just be done. Maybe Guibarros can find that fourth right about now. Player lock does go back to Ronaldinho, doesn't need to pass it inside. That, sadly, is not something you want to see. The player just not locking onto it after the player lock.
You don't want to concede from something like that as well. See Gio Bundy give it back to him. I don't know how many letters there are on the alphabet. 26? How many plans has he got?
Gio Bundy try तो कर रहा है.
But Gio Bundy.
इसको try अगर इसको Gio Bundy को अगर comeback करना चाहिए हाथ में एक गोल देना होगा.
This is probably his last attack.
Try करो.
Cantona does have the ball, plays it back.
वो सीधा अगर कुछ.
Any
इसका defense बहुत strong है बे.
Offer something at this point. He can't even find one of his own players, and he just goes for the desperate attempt of trying to play it through the middle. But it was very easily and comfortably intercepted. And Guibarros finds himself.
Pokemon internet खेलो कभी देखो भाई.
And
game खेलो.
we think this one might already be done.
Last game खेलना होगा. Legends.
I mean, if it carries on like that, then yes. But half time is a good time to regroup. And for what I've said about Gio Bundy, I have to give a lot of credit to Guibarros. I don't want to be too harsh on Gio Bundy because Guibarros has come out.
ये सारा गेम खेले हैं.
Some unbelievable stuff. Like the goals are really good. The set pieces are exactly what he wanted. He looks well drilled, looks well equipped here. As we see Bryce get a goal against Paulo Neto. Finish from Reece James. That low-driven Trivela we mentioned.
I mean, I cannot see Paulo Neto. And I almost see Bryce.
दिल्ली नहीं रहेगा. दिल्ली में 9 तारीख या 10 तारीख को आएगा. ये सब प्लान पे आ जाओ मिलना है.
So clearly very locked in.
I do feel sorry for production when they set up these cameras and then the players just like, you know what, I'm not going to sit there. And actually, I'm going to move my monitor closer.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're a player. The last thing on your mind is where the player cam is. You're just going to be focusing on the game. So I will never be annoyed at a player for just wanting to be comfortable. And yeah, I was just about to say 5-2 after 38 minutes. I mean, we were speaking about players from EMLS who have been successful throughout FC history, and Paulo Neto is exactly that. Multiple times has won EMLS and now finds himself very much on the front foot here in this matchup.
Yeah, I think there's an argument. He might be the face of that league, really. I remember coming through a whole period when I was watching that he just continued to win it. And the thing is, he really steps up on the world stage as well, you know. Guibarros, as we see, second half kicking off. Gio Bundy is now kicking the other way in the blue kit, 3-0 down. A lot to do here as Guibarros is looking to turn the screw and finish this game. Ronaldinho, Van der Ven, great SBC, I must say.
हम तो आपसे मिलेंगे, ठीक है मिलेंगे.
How do you get through a back two of Van der Ven and Yapstam?
क्या लग रहा है guys, गुबारोस कुछ कर पाएगा? बोल दो. ठीक है, कमबैक किया. Hello, Gio Bundy.
And that is exactly what the doctor ordered. Maybe, just maybe, there is a chance.
आपके देखा कि नहीं, Clash Royale वापस बहुत पॉपुलर हो रहा है.
As I was about to tell you, 3 goals of.
इस दिन मेरे को लगेगा Clash Royale खेलना.
To say that the match is close.
Worth it है उस दिन में खेलना.
The match is very long. 9 minutes is a huge time to come back.
मेरे पास अभी Clash Royale I think मेरे पास max. Clash Royale का मुझे max account करना
very
होगा.
well to go in at half time. Listen to whatever his coach has said and get himself straight back in. Because now it doesn't feel that out of hand. You know, you've got 2 goals in basically a whole half of FC.
It's not that
bad.
And
it
could have been 4-0 the way Guibarros was playing. So fair play, Gio Bundy. I like the start you made. We might see a game of this one because quite a lot of them are blowouts right now. But this is definitely the closest we've seen. Guibarros, his aim is obviously to not get too flustered by that goal and continue attacking the way he was in the first half.
Gio Bundy does need to be careful with his offside traps. He keeps hitting them. We already saw Guibarros take advantage of that a little bit earlier. And he's got the ball now with Ronaldinho. Play lock switch again, looking to try and find Messi in the box. Players on the edge as well. Messi does bring this one down. Finds one more. Is he going to go for the shot? He's across goal!
You don't usually see Messi do that. And he's always the finisher. But what a play! What a play! This is what I was expecting from Guibarros. What a goal!
Beautiful. It's the only word I've got, Dan.
I mean, it's the perfect word for it, really. You don't have to go that deep. It is an unbelievable goal, and he's showing his class, showing his quality here. And we were saying it could have been 4-0, but now he's reinstated that 3-goal lead.
Gio Bundy just say, I can't.
Just when he goes back in, it just gets ripped right back from him. And Gio Bundy going to have to dig deep again, but
Schedule का match कब है? Around 15 minutes.
Give me that kind of space in the box. That's what I offer. That's what I can do. I can punish you. So Gio Bundy.
भाई ये वाला match important होगा भाई Johnny.
Yeah, he's showing his class there, Guibarros. You can see why.
And now the goal difference is becoming a problem.
Yeah, back to 3. And it's more destroying for Gio Bundy to score one than concede than just being 3-0. Because you think, oh, I've got a chance. And it's like, oh, I'm just throwing it away straight away, and you feel like you've kind of been taken aback.
Takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. Maybe it could happen again right here, right now. Oh, it's beautiful.
And another screamer.
आजकल इतना हम लोग FIFA खेल लिया ना समझ आया
The level of the goals we've just seen from Guibarros. 2 unbelievable.
मतलब the favorite footballer, मेरा favorite all time favorite अगर footballer अगर आप बोलो तो मेरा है ड्रोग्बा. के बाद है मेरा माइकल बालाक.
Not only for the finishing.
के बाद है मेरा
build up play.
कौन था यार?
Astonishing.
Wow. Look at that perfect build up. Plays into Kane, little 1-2, chip through into a volley. You know the saying, when it comes over the shoulder, it has to be hit. You have to hit it.
बाकी और कौन है? बाकी अपना वाला लाइनअप मुझे बहुत पसंद आता था. Podolski, Sonsteiger, then Klose, Muller. ये लोग मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. और जर्मनी का टीम का मैं बहुत फैन था.
4 goals down and really needs something
कि
special
वो
here.
लोग वो टाइम में हारते ही नहीं थे. अभी जर्मनी थोड़ा सा वीक हो गया. क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली इतने सारे लेजेंड्स रिटायर्ड कर गए और बहुत बैक टू बैक रिटायर्ड हुआ. उसके बाद ये लोग यंग टीम लेके आए. लेकिन हाँ, थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस का कमी तो है जर्मनी में. लेकिन अभी आई थिंक इस बार शायद जर्मनी अच्छा करेगी. लेकिन हाँ, पहले ऐसा स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है जर्मनी, लेकिन 10 मतलब
time green from Gio Bundy. I mean,
12-15 साल पहले तो जर्मनी बहुत हो.
It's important as well. I think without the finesse aspect,
क्या मारता था भाई. मतलब क्या टीम था.
Finesse just gave it that extra bit of bend to find that bottom right-hand corner. And again, Gio Bundy just shows something to say.
रोनाल्डो लोग का भी गेम अच्छा लगता है. रोनाल्डो हो गया, मेसी हो गया. अभी फिलहाल नए इसमें मेरे को लेवेंडोस्की मेरे को बहुत पसंद है. नए जनरेशन का बात है. हालांकि लेवेंडोस्की थोड़ा बूढ़ा हो गया है. लेवेंडोस्की हो गया. ये हो गया.
Tell you what, Buffon has been worth his weight in gold in this matchup. He's kept this a lot closer than it could have been.
Kante.
Yeah, definitely.
Dembele. ये बढ़िया लगता है.
We are talking. I mean, we usually talk a lot about keepers in the previous games, we talked about a lot. In this tournament, maybe it was the first time we were speaking about a keeper that is making the difference, even if he's losing 5-2.
बाकी एकदम बचपन के टाइम में तो अर्जेंटीना और ब्राजील ये दोनों का टक्कर का मैच था. ब्राजील से रोनाल्डो खेलता था, रोनाल्डिनो, रोबर्टो कार्लोस.
Usually you remember Van der Sar.
पुराने प्लेयर लोग का वाइब अलग होता था, पता नहीं
really the pros using the low driven finish
क्यों. खेलने का तरीका और
reduce the need for a goal. Like the goalies can't save him as much because the animations that come from the low drivens. Feels like the goalie can't really bail you out unless you move him. I think the low driven now is such a consistent finish. And it's so
पहले के टाइम में ज़्यादा
स्किल
वाले प्लेयर रहते थे, ऐसा मुझे
really deal with it, and I think that's why we're not
जैसे कि
talking about
रोनाल्डिनो हो
goalies
गया,
kind of bailing people out as much.
काका हो गया,
I think that's what the players wanted, though. I think it's what a lot of people
रोबर्टो
wanted
कार्लोस हो गया,
because
जैसे कि फ्री
consistent
किक
way of
वगैरह में
scoring
डेविड
usually then
बेकहम
rewards
हो
the better
गया.
player for
डेविड
getting
बेकहम
into
जैसा
those
फ्री किक
chances
तो अभी
and
बहुत
you're not being bailed out
मतलब
as
ऐसा
much by RNG.
उसके जैसा फ्री किक लेने वाला तो अभी भी कहाँ ही
That's why
है,
we're seeing a lot of
कौन ही आया है सर.
goals scored in these games.
तो फ्री किक
And
वो लोग
maybe we've
मारते
got a
हैं.
sixth on the horizon for Guibarros here if he plays this one correctly. Messi just on the edge of the box. You can see all the three other matches going
बाकी
underway
जिडान
as
भी
well.
अच्छा था,
Palace
इटली
6-3
का भाई.
about to potentially be 7.
पहले का मजा आता है.
Eusebio from the spot. Does he convert it? Yes. Oh my God.
भाई
That is one way
मुझे लगा ये
of
बाहर
penalty.
निकल आएगा.
Off the
हो गया
post,
वैसे तो
off the
ब्राइस का तो
keeper's
कमबैक
backside,
आई
and it's
डोंट
into the
थिंक.
goal.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
क्या क्या हो रहा है, जियो बंडी
I've
कमबैक कर रहा है क्या?
not seen that happen too much, I will say.
That has hit the
अभी
post
स्किल्स
and
वगैरह
been
नहीं है.
saved.
पता नहीं अभी के टाइम पे ऐसा लगता है कि स्किल
I mean, if
डेफिनेटली फिटनेस वाइज शायद अच्छा हो.
I think this is me out.
देखो क्रिकेट में तो
Everything's against me
बोलूंगा
by
कि
this
हाँ
point. I'm
अभी
not sure I'm going to recover
क्रिकेटर
a 4-goal
मोस्टली मतलब
deficit.
फिट रहते हैं,
As we're just checking in with
मतलब फिट
Fuma versus
दिखते हैं या
Yes,
रहते हो
Danny,
पता
yes,
नहीं, लेकिन
Danny,
पहले
come
के
on,
प्लेयर भी तो
Danipitbull does
खेलते
find
थे
his
ना,
second
पहले
with
ज़्यादा टेस्ट
Redford
मैच होता
now.
था. तो
And maybe, just
पहले
maybe,
के
he might find
प्लेयर
a way
मेरे
back
को
into that
ऐसा लगता है
game.
कि ज़्यादा मैच
Gio
फिट
Bundy
होते थे.
maybe take a page out of his book here.
रेगुलर
Third
सीरीज
goal here
खेल
would
रहे हैं,
just
रेगुलर वो कर
change
रहे हैं. पहले
everything for him
क्रिकेट
and
का
change his chances.
T20 कम होता था, वनडे ज़्यादा
Here's
होता था,
James.
वनडे हो गया, टेस्ट मैच
Into
तो
the
बहुत
middle
ज़्यादा
now.
होता था.
Leao can't quite find that
हिसाब से
extra
तो देखा
pass,
जाए तो
and it
फिटनेस
means
में
again
तो
Guibarros has the chance to dominate this game.
पता नहीं फिटनेस
That's
मतलब
exactly what he's going
मुझे
to
लगता
try
है वो
and do.
मिनिमम ओवर वाला फिटनेस हो.
At 5-2,
टेस्ट मैच वाला
Gio
फिटनेस
Bundy, you're going to have to make
कम
a
लोगों के
pause, I
पास ही है.
think, just to get yourself back in, you know, get some subs on, get the constant pressure on.
मतलब मोस्टली जो यंग
He's
जनरेशन
dominating so
है
far.
पता नहीं बहुत जल्दी इंजर्ड
You
नहीं हो
see
जाते हैं.
Gio Bundy, another
किस्मत
failed
खराब रहता.
attempt. He's done well to stay in it, but now it's going to have to take something magical if he scores 3 from here.
Also
पहले
because
इंडियन टीम में सबसे
Guibarros
ज़्यादा
is
इंजरी
trying
होता
to
था
keep the
आशीष में.
possession.
हर
He's not
सीरीज के बाद
forcing any
इंजरी.
attack.
He's in.
लेकिन भाई जब आता था
The
पूरा
final nail in
विकेट
the coffin,
निकालते हैं.
perhaps Ronaldinho, little ball
Oh.
roll and the shimmy.
Oh, I didn't see a
It's
croqueta
over
goal
for
in a
Gio
long
Bundy.
time.
Gio Bundy
Telling you,
कोच को
Guibarros,
बोल
we
क्या रहा है
said,
मुझे
can
ये
we have
जानना
some
है.
Jogo Benito? It's
जेरार्ड
exactly what
जाबे
we're
अलोंसो
getting. Some of
तेरी
these
पोल
goals,
हाँ ये तो आप तो उसका
ना,
समझ गया
ना,
मैनचेस्टर के फैन हो
It's
ना.
just croqueta to shimmy it to the left.
वैसे हाँ जेरार्ड
I
भी
mean, I
अच्छा
remember
था,
back in
जाबे
your
भी
day, Tom,
अच्छा
when you
है.
were in, I wouldn't say your prime, because I still think you're up there in your prime, but croqueta central it was back in
मतलब
the
फुटबॉल में
day.
ऐसा देखो जो
19.
पहले
Oh
देखा है ना
my
फुटबॉल
goodness.
एक प्लेयर सिलेक्ट करना बहुत
Wow.
मुश्किल.
But
It's a
now
जैसे
throwback
क्रिकेट में
right
मैं
there.
it's a
आँख
little
बंद करके
bit
मैं बोलूंगा मेरा
less
फेवरेट था
prevalent,
सचिन
but
तेंदुलकर.
certainly when it is pulled
फुटबॉल
off,
में वो
it's a
नंबर
bit
1
of
नंबर
magic,
2
and
ऐसे
it's
बोलने में
Ronaldinho. Maybe
क्योंकि हर
putting
प्लेयर
this
का
game to
प्राइम में
bed here
मजा
for
आता है.
Guibarros. I just think 4 goals might be too much for Gio Bundy. And 18
रोनाल्डो का जब
minutes.
शुरुआत
There's
में
always that
पोर्टुगल
what
वाला
if, there's always that
रोनाल्डो
miracle
जब
if he
विंग
gets a
में
goal here,
भागता था
but
भाई
we have to call
एकदम
a spade here. Gio
इक्की
Bundy
तब
has
लगी गया
been
था कि
the
हाँ ये
better
तो
player, has had the better chances,
वही
and looks the more
बनेगा,
likely to be
बन भी गया
progressing
भाई.
through to the next round.
Yeah, I can't see this.
ऐसा एक नेमार को लगा था लेकिन
Coming
नेमार
back,
इतना
it's just
इंजर्ड होता है ना
pure
बेचारा खेल ही नहीं
domination from
पाया.
about minute 2. I think Gio Bundy had a
हर
chance at the
मैच में
start,
इंजर्ड है, टूर्नामेंट
and then
में
from the
इंजर्ड.
second minute, Guibarros just sat forward.
एक
and
तो
said,
ऐसा लगता है नेमार के पास
Yeah,
बॉल
just
आता
see
है तो
how
उसको
he
सब लोग
keeps the ball
बॉल
every
छोड़ के
time.
नेमार को ही
He doesn't
मारते
miss any passes, doesn't make any hard choice. He just keep it simple.
It's a simple game. That's what the best players are good at, the simple fundamentals. But then once
अपना मैच और 15
you
मिनट में
start
है.
scoring goals the way Guibarros has, sorry.
Yeah, and then you can add croquetas and whatever you want because you know you're good at fundamentals, and then you can add everything, even for you
Exactly.
guys at home.
Exactly that, as Gio Bundy looking to cut this lead to 3.
Just can't get past the defence, can he?
Don't think it's going to happen, is it?
Guibarros has been
He's in again.
not only good up front, but at the back as well. And a chance now to make it 7! Cantona from distance. Game, set, match. Locked down now for Guibarros, and he can start to think about that next round already. Gio Bundy just saying, what can I do against that?
I mean, what a goal. Even to think about to shoot from that distance, even if you are 1v1 against the keeper.
It's a man in flow state right there. Just every decision he makes is right. He's timing it green. Trevella's from distance. He's kind of scored every goal, hasn't he, really? He's used the aerial on one of the goals, Croqueta's shots, the passes. There's a real variety in Guibarros' attack that's going to send him a long way if he keeps playing like this.
Yeah, it just shows that he has so much in his arsenal, and perhaps there's going to be a real threat, not just in this group, but as the tournament progresses as well. Because if he's allowed to play this way, he does look like someone you do not want to go up against in this tournament. And I mean, I'm curious, Tom, if you're 7-2 up in this game, never mind, we'll talk about that later, because we are at 3-3 between Fuma and Danipitbull going into the final moments here.
Come on, Danny.
Maybe a chance to win it here, though. Oh, Eusebio loses out. And Danipitbull actually
is
he
getting
a chance. Is he through?
Oh, it's Van der Ven. Look at the pace.
Van der Ven, too strong, too quick. And
अब कौन सा क्रिएटर गया है?
between these two,
रेबल गया है शायद.
Let me see that extra.
रेबल गया है और पता नहीं और कौन है.
We've got it, and we've got it for Danny as well. I mean, we haven't been able to
Rebel है, अभी तक Rebel के साथ
Fuma was 3-0 up in 33 minutes, and Danipitbull has made an unbelievable comeback to bring it back to 3-3.
गाइस मेरे को एक बात बताओ, ये फीफा में अगर मेरे को लियोनेल मेसी और रोनाल्डो मेरे को टीम में चाहिए, कितना खर्चा करना पड़ेगा?
Elsewhere, Paulo Neto is 8-3 against Greece. And it looks like this one is also
ये वाले में तो खत्म ही कर दिया.
I don't think that we're going to see
मुझे लग रहा है लोअर ब्रैकेट में भी
any
इसका
sort of
सदमा.
comeback potential here. 5 goals is just too much in 15 minutes, in my opinion, especially against a player with the caliber of Paulo Neto, who, as you were mentioning, Tom, the face of EMLS, multiple trophy winner. He went back to back at one point throughout the season, I remember. And he is a formidable force when he is playing at his very best. It does mean we get our first extra time of the day on this stream, which I'm very excited for, Tom. What I was going to ask you is, when you're in a position like this and you're 8-3 up, are you already thinking about the next game? Like, as a player, are you thinking, because you know this one's pretty much over, right?
I just use this time to enjoy it, I think, because obviously you're so under pressure all the time. Every goal is so big. I think you just enjoy playing these games when you know you've wrapped it up, and you can kind of just do and experiment whatever you want. You can be as free as you want, you can practice shooting, skills, keeping the ball, like it's just completely free. And you don't get many opportunities, not many games to play here, so you just got to make the most of these and enjoy it now.
Yeah, you say
keep yourself.
रिप्लाई तो दे दो एक बार. क्या बोलो क्या हाल है? Love you, thank you so much यार बापन. Thank you so much for your 20 बापन OP. Sorry मेरा चैट ऊपर चला गया था.
Forgot to enjoy this game.
Thank you so much, Bapon.
We have to remember that, of course, there is competition. Of course, everybody wants to win, but remember to enjoy the game because, of course, it's.
ये देख रहे हो? ये लॉक करके दिया ये प्लेयर को.
I think that is says a lot about you as a
ये थोड़ा सा close game चल रहा है. ये I think
you
extra
want to enjoy
time
yourself when you know that the winner's there, and I think there's a lot of people that.
Danipitbull.
But less of having fun. Back to serious business. It's Fuma versus Danipitbull.
Hi, खत्म है. Chip.
There's your first in extra time. What a comeback it's been from
Danipitbull. 1 second.
He was down. He was out. It was looking like the lower bracket run would have to happen, but now he finds himself ahead.
And again, 4 meatballs for Danny. 4 meatballs.
Last के 1 second में गोल खाया क्या इसने?
What a comeback, Danny.
I mean, he's just
पार्टी में कहाँ रहते पंजाबी?
He knows he's still got a long way to go, but that is how you start. I mean, he's using the momentum of the second half, and he's using Rio Ferdinand really well. I feel like we've seen him score 2 with Ferdinand now. He's managing to
get extra time चालू हो गया था क्या इधर?
Gonna have to regain here because you've just conceded 4 in a row.
क्या खाया है
really
लेकिन
difficult spot to be in.
I mean, finesse plus Ferdinand has.
भाई ये सब बहुत टॉप चार चीजें होती हैं.
If you're in that position, you've got to try and go for some sort of finesse, and even though
extra time चल रहा है तो ठीक है. मुझे लगा literally 92
second
में
that the
गोल खाया
keeper just shifted to the left and took full advantage of it.
लेकिन हाँ extra time उधर
And
दिखा भी
now
नहीं
has
रहा
the
था ना.
chance finally to be in this game
अच्छा
ahead.
extra time.
How is Fuma going to respond here? Because he was very much in the lead for a long period of this game.
ठीक है फिर तो comeback करने का chance.
Actually,
maybe he did just allow this one to slip through his fingers.
Danny focused a bit more.
क्या लग रहा है? Winnie बहुत strong player है.
Maybe it's the first match, so Danny had to focus a little bit, try to find his momentum.
He's managed to find it. Yeah, we said how important
FC
the starts were.
मोबाइल के टूर्नामेंट होना इंडिया में पता नहीं.
It's a very good comeback.
अभी सकता है क्या पता.
Could make it 5.
Well, this would be quite something. But Lukaku does his defensive due diligence, but that is going to go out for a goal kick then. And Fuma will get possession to try and get back into this game. Did he maybe just take his foot off the gas a little bit?
Nice pass, be. Le lega kya Vini?
By the way, our feature game did
finish.
finish
Vini ko kyun striker
in
banaya
the end. That was the final confirmed result for that one.
वो दूसरा player नहीं था क्या इसके
Of
पास?
course, congratulations to Guibarros.
Maradona
Moves
type.
forward to the next round. Gio Bundy will drop down to the lower side of that bracket. There's now James just trying to wrestle past Lukaku. Unable to do so, and now Danipitbull is going to have to switch up and go defensive, and that is going to be a foul.
You're not getting past Lukaku.
और vlogs आएंगे क्या? अभी land के आएंगे vlogs?
Good luck trying to beat him and getting a contest.
8 bit for the win.
Strongest man on the game.
Again, it's another big old player being put at a fullback position, just to try and compete with some of these quick wingers and also tall players getting the headers in the box as well as Marquinhos does find Eusebio. It's a nice little 1-2 between the two, but it's denied very quickly by Danipitbull. And look at this break. He very quickly wants to get up to the other side of the pitch, and he's going to have support on that right. Lukaku's not going to be quick enough to get there, but instead feeds it into Rio Ferdinand, who can stretch those long legs of his. You want to be able to shoot with Rio, but instead he's going to have to try and find someone else, and it amounts to nothing.
Keep it simple. जीतेगा तो ना पगला होगा.
Great through ball from Fuma, he's in.
भाई क्या पास दिया बे? Chip. Nice chip. पहली बार किसी ने मेरा बात सुना है भाई. Chip बोला तो chip.
I mean, we could be seeing penalties here, and I think that's exactly why Danny didn't react
Come
when he
back
got
here.
the fourth. He knew this game is not over. Really good composure.
Come back here, Fuma.
I mean, it's a beautiful ball to the right-hand side, and then when you're in these 1v1s, you have to just start flicking through your brain, saying, all right, how have I won this before? How have I engaged in this moment and found a goal? And the chip was the perfect decision. Just
26 आ रहा है ना, 26 से FIFA खेलना चालू
the defenders could get anywhere to clear it off the line.
वो वाला
As you mentioned, Tom, 4-4 now. And
ज़्यादा महंगा पैक
have
नहीं
to go back to the drawing board. But there is still plenty of time. We still have another half of extra time as well to come here. And it's tough to call which way this is going to go because momentum was behind Danipitbull. Right back in. I wouldn't hate penalties. I think this could be a good penalty shootout game, don't you?
Yeah.
I like penalties, but in the grand final or in the semi-final, you know, in the
गोले
big stage.
Oh, maybe we won't need them because Messi drives home the fifth for Danipitbull.
ये गोल लेकिन भाई
To beg the question of Fuma,
classic
can you
goal
get
दिया,
back into
classic,
it yet again
sexy
here,
goal
just
दिया.
before the second half of
तो
extra
FIFA
time?
25 खेलता है उसको पता होगा ये गोल
Great
मारना बहुत
finish from
डिफिकल्ट है.
Danipitbull. See here.
बस पच.
Goes straight away. Look at that low driven. Just from the edge of the box as well. And as I said, the keepers don't seem to like that finish. It's definitely the most consistent in FC25 right now. And Danipitbull showing some seriously good mentality.
पूरा celebration दिखते हैं क्या? हमारे इधर में तो गोल होता है start.
And not allowing Fuma to rattle him when he got that equaliser. I mean, to have the shot
किसी को trigger करना हो ना
but
तब
to
ऐसे
then
गोल
also
देके
know
celebration
if you
देखते
do
हैं.
just drive it low, you can beat that goalkeeper. And Messi proving why he was worth.
In future FC26 के tournament होंगे क्या सोल में? वो future का future में पता चलेगा. कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा.
The draft budget that all of these
ऐसा
players
होगा तो
have.
आपको.
Where do you usually spend your money, Tom? Do you like to focus on your strikers?
Yeah.
FIFA कौन-कौन खेलता है?
See, there's always a debate. Like, I think one thing we do is always check the other pros do it, because you kind of want to see if you're going mad or not. But for me, I'm happy to sacrifice the defender for, because if I can't attack with the players I like, I feel like the rest of my attack breaks down. Like everything kind of suffers. So I always try and make sure I get players that I can play with. Where I'm like, yeah, I like these guys up front.
Oh, sorry,
defense, I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit, maybe go for a cheaper option. Some people are the complete opposite, where the defenders are the star players, and like their defense is what makes them feel good. For me, there's certain positions, definitely attacking-wise, I'm like, I need this to be someone I'm comfortable with, and I'm willing to sacrifice budget for it.
Yeah, I prefer the same. Also because if you can defend, you can defend basically with any player you pick. But if you pick a forward that you cannot play with, you won't score.
Yeah, it would be really hard to create chances. I think you lose confidence. In games of FC, I kind of don't mind it when it's like 6-6, but if I can't score, that's when I start to lose my confidence. If I don't feel like I can create chances, it probably has a a big effect on my overall game, whereas if we're attacking and it's 6-6, I'll say, all right, well, I'm obviously playing well because I'm scoring, so I'm happy with that. I feel comfortable.
I mean, it's a similar dilemma that everyone faces with their ultimate team as well. Where do you spend your coins? Are you going to focus on your big boys up top, or do you have a solid defense? Well, we're back into it then. Fuma versus Danipitbull, 5-4 with 15 minutes to play. Remember, Fuma going to be kicking from right to left here. Danipitbull from left to right in the white strip.
Can he make it 6-4?
Is he offside? No, he's still on. Ferdinand! Oh,
no,
it's missed.
Danny, no.
The ball rustled against the net, but from the wrong side. And what an opportunity that was to maybe take the game here.
That was it. That was it. He's had his chance to win it already. Something tells me he might get another, though, because Danny is playing really well. As we see Ferdinand, he's got his second bite at it. Ooh, great tackle.
That's your best mate.
That Mamardashvili is unbelievable.
From the man himself. But Danny's knocking on the door. He's trying to finish this game. We're here and now.
Huge defensive work.
Yeah. What a pass that was, actually. What a player lock that was. Unbelievable.
Keeps Fuma alive then. I was going to say we'll give him a chance to attack and maybe find an equaliser, but Danipitbull wins it back very successfully. Then he gives it away. It's going to be a bit back and forth. I think the nerves are going to start to kick in for both of these players now. For different reasons. He tries to find the next, but Cantonar's doing his defensive work.
8 minutes on the clock. We're going to see a few more chances here, people. I'm sure a lot of you in the chat right now want to see pens. I definitely want to as well.
No, please, not in this match.
Santu can't deal with it. He says no, he wants them later. James, though, tries to dink one over. Still has possession through Lionel Messi. Cantona playing in kind of a central midfield role at the middle, was looking to see if maybe he could receive that pass. But I think Danipitbull is starting to look at that clock. And it's on the left side of his screen, and he does give the ball away. Maybe he shouldn't have looked at the clock. Vinicius Jr. How many chances is Fuma going to get here to potentially equalise in this game? Well, it's not going to be one of them.
He has got the ball straight back, though. Nervy end to this game, understandably so. Probably feels a bit strange for Danipitbull. He's been behind in virtually the whole game, and now he's the one that has to see it out.
Has to try and hold on.
Is he going to do it, or is Fuma going to look to take this game to penalty? Sesko with a massive tackle, but he gives it back again.
He's going too fast. Danny is going too fast. When he recovers the ball, exactly.
There you go, he's listening to you.
Johnny versus Cohen.
If you do lose this game, you are still alive in the competition. You just drop down into that lower bracket. But still, you want to be progressing and have that chance to be in the winners bracket final today, so that you can lock up the knockout stages. And then you don't have to play on day 2. You get a nice break, you can relax, you can assess, you can do your research and your prep. As that ball is being very much firmly held at the moment by Danny. And he still has it here. Fuma just has to try and win it back. +1 added minute. Will he get an opportunity here, or has Danipitbull done enough?
मतलब अगर एक मैच हार भी गए तो लोअर ब्रैकेट से आप क्वालीफाई कर सकते हैं.
Nice.
Oh, it's going to be a throw.
Head pick up जा रहे हो कल.
Chance for Fuma.
Oh, it's just literally 1 second
ज़्यादा time
later,
नहीं
the
मिलेगा.
ref would have blown his whistle.
Have to go forward here, though.
Although it doesn't look very well set up for Fuma, does it?
That's going to be a free kick. Still going to be a chance. What an opportunity this is. It's not often you see this happen as well. As you said, usually that would have ticked over. The ref blows the whistle. He plays it short. Sesko doesn't get the ball, though, and that will be that. And Danipitbull,
let's go, Danny.
The comeback is successful, and he'll march on to the winners bracket final of this group. And I mean, that's crazy considering he went 3-0 down in that one, Tom.
Yeah, that's the comeback of the tournament so far, right? We haven't seen something like that. Danipitbull kept his composure at 3-0 down, when maybe we were just talking about is that the game wrapped up. We were saying, oh, the early start's so important, and we saw a lot of blowouts there. People that went 2 or 3-0 up, they went and run away with it by 4 or 5. Danipitbull changed the momentum, and in the end saw the game out. He made hard work of it, and he did nearly get punished there, but he's done really, really well. Best comeback of the day, 100%.
I mean, some players when they are behind, they just find that extra gear that they're able to shift into, and Danipitbull was one of them. I'm sure that you are happy to see the result there.
इसमें टीम ए लिखा है. टीम है गाइस, कहीं पे अगर दिखाया तो मुझे बताना, ठीक है? पानी का अनु बचूरे के साथ है क्या बुलाने का? इधर तो कुछ और दिखा रहा है ब्रैकेट में। देखते तो बेटा अन्नू बच्चों के साथ खेल रहे हैं। अन्नू तो ऊपर गया ना। नहीं, जॉनी का कोवेन के साथ होगा। अन्नू बच्चूरे वर्सेस रैम्पेजो।
Welcome to the Twisted Minds Lab. So everyone who is a Twisted Minds fan, you're absolutely going to love this space. I'm talking racing simulations, escape rooms. You could see every single Twisted Minds jersey of every player competing over the summer. I'm going to take you guys directly into the shop because I'm trying to get some Twisted Minds merch. As you can see, this is the entryway as we make our way into the shop. You know, I'm not really sure what I want to buy, so I'm going to learn from the best here. Hello, how are we?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
What's your name?
Dad.
Alright, so I'm going to ask you what your favorite item is in this shop. Which one is it?
I think it's the EWC jacket, pink jacket.
EWC jacket. Alright, so let's show everyone back home. So the pink one, this one, correct?
Tell
me about this jacket.
It's an EWC 24 jacket. We made it last year, and all the champion wore it, so it's my favorite.
All right, so you got to get the jacket, but also the home kit this year as well?
Yeah.
All right, so make sure you guys check it out. That is the shop.
वॉल्यूम लो करो थोड़ा इसका तुझको तो आना डरना दर्द। आप शादी कर लो, क्यों? जल्दी क्यों हो रहा है? मैं तो हैं आपसे अभी स्वीट 16 है मर्सिदा। बाय गाइस का आप लोगों ने ये दिखा कि नहीं? तो दिखाया कि नहीं? क्या हुआ? टाइम को एक चीज दिखा रहा हूँ।
Wow, welcome back to Riyadh. We've just seen one of the best comebacks, if not the best comeback of this year's competition so far. Danipitbull, 3 goals down, took it to extra time and won 5-4 against Fuma, the man who has won the Liga title 5 times in a row. Jafonso with a 3-2 victory against Resende. And the other results are on the screen for you right now. Gravison and Shells here to unpick the last round. We have just seen Shells. There are goals galore right now.
I mean, goals galore, especially from the South Americans over the 8-3 and 7-3. But wow, we've got to speak about Danipitbull's comeback against Fuma. 3-0 up against Fuma, down against Fuma, and bring that back. Wow, what a performance.
What a performance indeed. I mean, Brandon was mentioning before, he's the nicest man in the scene, but he's not just here to make numbers. He fights until the end. We've seen numerous comebacks from this man throughout even the last season. Danipitbull, 3-0 down. How's your nerve?
Wow. I mean, we've seen him play against Anderson and beat him a couple of times. So
crazy, na?
Danny, even though he's the nice guy, he can bring it out there. And of course, now I'm really looking forward to. We'll see it in a couple of rounds, but I'm really looking forward to that prize against Fuma.
अच्छा, Polo versus Danipitbull हो रहा है
इधर. Going to see prize against Fuma in the lower bracket, a fixture.
जॉनी का मैच चालू तो नहीं हो गया? कोई दूसरे उस पे देखते रहो भाई.
those players will be going home. That is an elimination match for one of those players. Shells, any early predictions?
Oh, the country matchups, I kind of like them because it's a bit unpredictable because it's the players that you play against, practice a lot, and it's players that you communicate a lot. Most of these guys are friends, and I'm pretty sure Bryce and Fuma, they've been competing in E-League. Oh, there's a little French out of me. But I'm going to back the boy Fuma. I just think his attack and play style is fantastic to watch.
You know, I'm glad that he actually said that. I thought he was trying to avoid it, and expertly so. That's what Ryan Pessoa does a lot of on this broadcast. Here we're looking at the Group H bracket. Resende in the lower bracket, but we have to talk about Jafonso. A performance, it wasn't straightforward.
Stream B, Mercy by Stream B, na?
Fan favorite here, isn't he?
I mean, the way he played last year in here was incredible, and this year
Juego mucho al fútbol, amo el fútbol, voy a la cancha a ver a mi
चलो
equipo.
चलो ऑलरेडी चैट पे मैंने रॉकेट उठते हुए देखा है.
Pero amo jugar al fútbol con mis amigos o más tomándomelo más en serio, pero amo jugar al fútbol. Sí, la verdad en redes sociales recibo muchos mensajes.
कभी त्रिपुरा गए हो नहीं गए?
De Brasil porque mi equipo es de Brasil y sí, la verdad que tengo varios mensajes de gente que me dice que soy el Messi de la Play o me compara con jugadores de fútbol o me dice cuando gané la final de la Libertadores me decían que era Di María contra Brasil.
कुछ तो जीत के आया ये ब्राजील से. कोई बात नहीं, जॉनी भी जीता है अपना भाई अपने. अपने घर से शेर. एक शेर दूसरे शेर को आज फाइट करेगा.
Amante del fútbol, no juego a otros juegos.
For the slot of top 16. Top 16 एक बार हो जाए ना.
El lado de futbolista y después pasé a gamer, pero siempre me siento más futbolista que gamer. Sí, la verdad que mi familia me apoyó y me apoya demasiado. La verdad que el apoyo de ellos es el máximo que se puede tener y estoy 100% agradecido con mi familia.
Only plays football games, and that's why he's playing the best one, of course, FC25. Soon to be FC26, right around the corner, Shori. Are you excited for it?
Oh, absolutely. I'm buzzing like a bumblebee. Like, I can't wait for FC26.
You are gonna be the most cheesy human being, I think.
Oh, no, there's not a person. Like, it's first place, and then the second is not even close.
Not even close, anywhere near. Even when he was trying to come up with some jokes like yours, he's still, I mean, his were better. That's the problem. I actually laughed at his, but yours...
Don't forget the traffic lights.
Proud of you and your journey. Thank you so much.
That brings you back. All right, we can look...
Johnny. Johnny watches...
Where we were a little bit earlier.
Owen.
To win his game 6-2. Johnny won it 4-3. Of course, we're going to see the resolution of this bracket now with Faku Cohen versus Johnny being the matchup. And then elsewhere, you saw in the lower side, we also had a matchup there as well. In Group F, it's going to be...
Match ka bhi abhi.
That's going to be an incredible game. But Levi David will be battling Christobor down in the bottom. That is the Dutch battle in the lower bracket, sure.
Such a shock, that result. I think that's one of the most shocking results we've had of the tournament so far. Rampazzo absolutely taking nothing away from him as a player. It's just Levi. Yeah, the fact you've got Levi versus Christobor to see who goes out of the tournament. As we see from this group, Paulo Neto with an outstanding first game. And then, of course, Danipitbull coming out with that really close extra time win there. I mean, you must be buzzing.
Yeah, I am. I definitely am. And Danny had an incredible comeback. That game was such a Danipitbull-esque match. He really needed to focus in the first 2 or 3 opportunity, and then he can deliver as always.
Well, elsewhere, Jafonso was able to get his victory 3-2 over Resende. That was an amazing batch.
भाई लेकिन जियो बंडी को अपना डिफेंस ठीक करना होगा. तो बाकी का तो गेम नहीं देखा, लेकिन इन दोनों का मैच देखा था. डिफेंस बहुत मेरे को वीक लगा. बहुत पता नहीं, इतने तो हर एक थ्रू में तो जा रहा था उसका डिफेंस क्रॉस. चलो चलो चलो. Let's go Johnny, let's go. इसको हराने का है अपने को.
There was an award named around him in the last chance qualifier. It didn't end up coming through, but if someone was to have won the whole tournament, they got an extra $50,000 as a result. So there's an award named after him for an absolute good reason, Jafonso. I mean, you know, to go back to back, that would be a statement and a half.
Johnny जीत जाएगा तो क्वालीफाई हो जाएगा टॉप 16.
We're going to witness Johnny competing yet again. Can he get the job done to progress through to the knockout stages? I mean,
knockout stage,
he's capable of it, right?
I got a question for you.
Go on then.
Do you know Johnny's height? Exactly.
My guess would be 6'7".
Your guess is fantastic.
Is he 6'7"?
6'7" है भाई, माफिया से भी लंबा है।
Can
माफिया से भी लंबा है।
European, please.
6'7".
माफिया से भी लंबा है।
Oh, that is absolutely classic.
What do you measure off? Centimeters?
Centimeters, yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can do that math for you.
It
I know what 5'10" is.
1.92, 93.
Yeah, very high. Very high up. Almost 200 centimeters.
Really big.
Definitely.
If you talk to him, you have to look.
इसको छोटू बुला रहे हैं अंकुर?
There's a level of respect to give to Johnny there.
पापा बुलाया और वेंचर।
The tallest player that we have in FC, or certainly in this tournament. Anyway, I'm sure there's someone out there who's just that 1 inch.
सौरभ क्योंकि वो दूसरे क्लब भी रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है जो फीफा का क्लब होता है ना, इसलिए जर्सी वैसा रहता है फीफा का। समझ रहे हो? जो एक्चुअल फुटबॉल क्लब होता है वो रिप्रेजेंट करता है। और हम लोग की और एसएडब्ल्यू की तरफ से एज ए ई स्पोर्ट्स एथलीट खेल रहे हैं। ये ऐसा रहता है। गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड मॉर्निंग। चलो चलो चालू हो गया। जय माता दी।
I heard the interview and I always love, of course I'm from Naples, you know, Maradona, all the stuff. I love the Argentinian player when they do the interviews because, you know, I love to play la pelota porque yo lo quiero mucho, estamos todos juntos en la familia, you know. Me hace bueno jugar a...
I think I understood familia, and that was about it.
But, you know, Faco Coman joking aside, hold on!
नहीं, आराम से, come on.
Libertadores, it's actually his first time.
अबे इतना जल्दी क्या रिप्ले दिखाता रहता है भाई अपना में?
So, of course, he really wants to live. In the meanwhile, what a
कैसा रहा रियाद का ट्रिप? बहुत बढ़िया था, सेक्सी, ऑसम ट्रिप, मच नीडेड ट्रिप नहीं बोलूँगा, लेकिन हाँ अपने टीम को सपोर्ट करने जाने का एक मौका था और बढ़िया लगा। इतने सारे ई स्पोर्ट्स देख लिया और कैसे ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्क करता है, बहुत सारा आइडिया मिला, बहुत सारे नॉलेज मिले और वो सब आगे काम आएगा।
Gamer. So all the crazy rounds going on and we will keep you guys updated with the scores as they come in.
Shori.
Hello.
Straightforward to one huge question. Who wins it?
Johnny.
Give me your
Johnny.
This game?
I don't want to
Johnny wins.
I don't want to have your prediction. I want to have your opposite prediction. Like the
नहीं, अरे आउटसाइड हो जाता है।
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I actually tipped Johnny to win his game previously, and it did happen. So I'm going to predict Johnny once again, and I actually believe it is going to happen right here. Faku Cohen though.
ओए, आराम से। नहीं, क्यों खींच लिया? गोलकीपर क्यों खींचा इसने? इतना नहीं चाहिए था। ब्लॉग्स बनाने के डालना हो क्या अविनाश? बिल्कुल। जॉनी अगर हार गया तो लोअर ब्रैकेट से जीत के आना होगा।
When we were on that sofa, do you remember?
The universe is listening to us. It's fair to say. A great start from Faku Cohen there though.
पता नहीं बे, कीपर ज्यादा खींच लिया मुझे लग रहा है। कीपर थोड़ा ज्यादा खींच लिया उसका।
Faku, I mean, he comes from the football world.
Yep.
So he needs to be. He knows how to be concentrated all the time. I come from the football world as well. So. You have to learn how to be concentrated.
धोनी के साइड में कौन है? उसका कोच है, कोच।
Yeah. As you see, Rampazzo with a lovely oh my God.
Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Come on.
Ball roll low driven finish.
I just love it.
Let's go, Johnny.
Equaling that game up between him and of course Manu Bashore, a previous world.
ये ओवन भी अच्छा खेल रहा है।
As we were mentioning during the day, how important is to start the match in that way.
बढ़िया. Through. Nice.
Johnny, these diagonal through balls, they're happening all day and all night, it's fair to say.
Why did he try? Sorry?
तू डायरेक्ट ट्राई करता ना?
No. Sorry.
डायरेक्ट जाता शायद गोल।
You're all good. Don't you worry. As we've got another replay coming up here, guys. Samu Gamer looks to have got onto the score sheet. Oh, Ronaldinho, take a bow, my son.
What a goal.
I knew you'd like that one.
Nice.
I tell you what, that's not
Nikalo.
an overreaction, Santi. That was
Nikalo.
an unbelievable goal.
Nikalo.
Samu right there. As you see Johnny
Hello.
looking to equal things up here. A couple of
Come on, Johnny.
it looks like he's played a really
Yeah, half में एक sexy सा goal तो चाहिए Johnny.
early doors here in the game, of course, to make it into the knockout stages. As we've got another replay coming up for you guys right here. Manu Bashore.
क्या Manu ने goal दे दिया क्या?
Nice.
तो क्या खेल रहा है?
The play-ins, of course, continues his rich reign of form.
Let's go, Johnny. चलो 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 होगा होगा होगा. निकल रहा है, टूट रहा है, इसका डिफेंस भी टूट रहा है, लेकिन हम लोग थोड़ा ज़्यादा होल्ड करके रख रहे हैं. नाइस. पकड़ो. नाइस. चलो.
Unexpected item. I was going to say unexpected item in the bagging area, trying to make a shocking joke, but I don't think we should do that ever. Again, I know Gaskin will be hearing that backstage. 20 minutes into this one.
हाँ, इसका मिड ना का पकड़ के रख रहा है, जॉनी को स्पेस नहीं मिल रहा है.
Grass is green and all that. Fonseca.
ठीक है, लिया, अच्छा इंटरसेप्ट किया.
Thank you for reminding us which color is the grass. Thank you so much.
Yes, no worries. Of course, you know, I thought I'd just get my Michael Owen comment
हेलो.
in there.
नहीं, निकलने मत दो. अरे नहीं नहीं नहीं, एम्बापे को जाने मत दो भाई. ये सीधा गोल देता है ये. स्विच करो. नाइस 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 नाइस. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. कोई तो उनके पास में जीता है.
If you hear anything from any shouts, it's just Shori having so much fun looking at the.
अरे.
Yeah, the Rainbow Six Siege absolutely going off. It's fair to say.
क्लियर नहीं कर पा रहा बे.
Big player of the game, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
ठीक है.
Play all games fit. Yeah, we said
ठीक है.
playing this just to keep.
ठीक है. अबे फिर से भाई मेन टाइम में काहे स्विच मारते हैं बे?
We see. Manu, a lovely ball out to Harry Kane here. He's just gonna ball roll.
क्या गोल दिया ये?
See you later, Santu.
क्या गोल दिया ये केन ने? कौन बोल रहा था केन अगर होगा तो ऐसा हार जाएगा? देख रहे हो केन ने क्या गोल दिया?
Weekend league match.
Yeah.
And again. Oh.
Cohen tries.
फिनिश नहीं मारा क्या इसने?
Very good keeper movement from Johnny. That double triangle straight away to the far post. Very well read. Almost 30 minutes gone in this one, and definitely one of our lowest scoring matches so far. Just both players figuring each other out. Of course, there's a lot rides on this game, getting into the knockout stages.
Nice.
Confirming your spot.
चलो 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 तो ट्राई करो ट्राई करो ट्राई करो.
Santu, you got to wait until tomorrow.
Nice.
We see a lovely ball from Johnny.
Nice goal. Let's go.
Wow, there was some.
क्या गोल दिया है बे? ऐसे देते हैं ऐसा गोल?
From that diagonal passes and the ball roll and Trivela driven, it's something.
क्या गोल दिया है बे?
You know what it is? It's bellissimo.
It's bellissimo.
Nice one, जय माता दी यार.
Bellissimo.
Absolutely world class there from Johnny.
ऐसा कॉर्नर में मारा है.
In this game, I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of goals in this one. Now that both players have got a goal on the score sheet, Salma, an item that not many players are using here at the Esports World Cup. Of course, guys, remember, there's a 15 million coin budget for these players, so people are using different items.
Team like करो हाँ भाई.
There's a couple players that are way more likely to be used and some that are a little bit more rogue, it's fair to say.
चलो 1-1 तो हो गया.
I'll let you take this one away.
Let's go, Ronaldinho.
दे दे गोल. रोनाल्डिनो को इतना स्पेस मिलेगा तो 10 का 10 बार गोल देगा. उसका फिनिश बहुत सेक्सी है.
That was fantastic.
I love it.
Absolutely unreal. As Samu Gamer takes the lead in his elimination game.
जॉनी ने रोनाल्डिनो को नहीं खिलाया क्या? बच गया आराम से.
Okay, guys, I'm over real.
बच गया. नहीं आराम से. क्या हो रहा है? बोल दे. बचा. बस. आराम से. Yes, Johnny, very nice. Yes, पास दो आराम से. ले जाओ. नहीं, वो नहीं मिला. जगह नहीं मिला.
Trying to find the ball back out.
अबे यार.
Lukaku, the absolute physical presence in at left back. Obviously, Lukaku a good item to use, Santu, in terms of trying to stop those headers at the back post.
Yeah, it's an item that I genuinely love.
Yep.
I have it in my ultimate team.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's very good.
आगो?
I actually changed it.
अब मेरे को एक बात बताओ, इनके सारे इसका जो प्लेयर का डिफेंडर है सारे 7 फुट वाले हैं क्या? लुकाकू हो गया, एक ये हो गया भाई. हेडर तो मार ही नहीं पाएंगे. ठीक है, हेडर बिना हेडर के जीतेंगे.
we see we're approaching the halfway point in this one, guys, and we've spoke many a time today about the holding it for the last attack. I mean, both of these players, hopefully they look to do that, because I was on commentary with Tom earlier. We were watching some ropey games, Santu. No one wanted to keep the ball.
Chalo.
I think it's potentially the nerves of players.
Chalo. Pass.
Big tournament, and you know, you can't blame a player for wanting to go forward and score the next goal. Really, you can't blame them for that.
I mean, I think
nice pass.
Needs to be
Nice run. Nice pass. Nice pass. Pace बंद रह गया.
The goal is to score goal. Sorry for the word twisting.
For sure. I mean, we've
तू दे सकते हैं क्या इधर?
the players to be much better defenders than they are attackers. Obviously,
Nice.
far between. But even then, goals are going to get scored against you. These kind of players, they're too good.
चलो मिला.
Two players
अच्छी बात है क्या?
world playing here live and direct in Saudi Arabia.
I expect Johnny to
डिफेंस अच्छा कर रहा है भाई ये भी. ओवन भी डिफेंस अच्छा कर रहा है. जॉनी अभी प्रेशर दे रहा है लेकिन.
Time that is he found himself with Hansen on the right hand side of the pitch, trying to find a cross.
Come on Johnny, come on guys, rocket only chat में. Power दो.
With Maradona, you're absolutely right. You see Faku Cohen.
बिल्कुल आदित्य बिल्कुल.
Can he get a goal just on the stroke of half time?
नहीं. अबे नहीं एल दे देगा ये. बच गया.
Some call it play like park. We're going to see that might just be me. We're going to see a quick ball looped in here.
बच गया.
That's green time.
बच गया.
I think he was walking to the bank.
कैरी कर दिया.
And that will have us concluded.
भाई क्या हो रहा है? What's going on? Literally what's going on हो रहा है भाई?
Yeah, actually a lot went going on, but just 2 goals. Yeah, a lot of messy stuff in.
Did you see the stats?
1 shot, 1 goal. Am I right?
I think Johnny had 1 shot. I think Faku Cohen had hit it with the breadsticks. I think he had 11.
दोनों कोच पूरा बता रहे हैं. Good half. अच्छा half था.
Of course, as players, sometimes guys.
लेकिन उसका ओपोनेंट भी अच्छा है.
I deserve to be ahead. I've had 11 shots. To be fair, the fact Faku Cohen is still 1-1 in this game is slightly surprising. Johnny, of course, though, looking composed as ever.
Yeah, I mean, when I teach people on how to play, I prefer to tell them, don't shoot 10 times to hope for a goal. It's better to have 2 shots, 2 goals.
Yeah, and expect to score from that shot. Absolutely got you. Yeah. These players are...
क्या जितने जान बाकी है सब तगड़े बच्चे हैं. Yes भाई. तगड़े बच्चे हैं लेकिन जॉनी भी तगड़ा है भाई. एक 12 है भाई. जैसे 12 का पावर समझते हो ना.
Half of that 11 shots came into that messy action after the.
It was just absolutely. Like I said, it's a circus act.
कोनाटे गोलकीपर क्यों है पता नहीं भाई. इनको पता होगा यार ज़्यादा.
Some B-roll of the players. Faku Cohen just looking very focused, having some words from the coach Santu. I think in FC we've seen in the last couple of years.
Speaking about the family and all the. Joking.
We've seen how important coaches have now become in FC. I think it's a.
चलो चालू हो रहा है.
Turn up to a tournament without a coach now. Even if they're just a mental coach, probably a lot of you guys at home are thinking, what does the coach actually say to the player a lot of the times? I think, you know, sometimes helping out with actual things in game, you need to do this more, trigger this run more, try and shoot from this sort of angle. But I think a lot of it, Santu, can be mental as well, like having your mate behind you / your coach, keeping you calm if you're getting a bit flustered in certain situations.
निकाल. हो रहा है. Johnny, come on. Nah.
It's a golden opportunity missed from Johnny, all down to the attempted timed.
Yellow timed.
Amber. No, yeah, yellow or amber. Don't pull out that traffic light again. Honest to God. That was a crucial chance though, and that's one of them, Santu. You don't even need to time finish that.
Yeah.
After they've moved the keeper, I mean, who am I to tell Johnny? But
maybe that's why they're removing it in FC 26.
Yeah, but it's the risk versus reward with time finishing, because of course, guys, if you do green it, and I'm sure a lot of you amazing players watching this will know, it's flying into the back of the net, and you're giving yourself more chance of scoring.
Speaking about
hello. Harar Mahadev.
Yeah.
What was the best thing that your coach said ever to you, and what was the worst?
Oh, okay.
बचाओ.
You can say in the street.
Best coach.
Best thing
ever,
that a coach said to you.
My friend Michael Reddix, who helped me out in the E-Premier League, he said to me,
आराम से. क्या penalty?
A penalty.
कैसे?
Johnny with a slight mistake there. Vitinha not looking too happy. And Faku Cohen with the chance to take the lead once again in this game. Top right. Bish bash.
कैसे हुआ penalty बे?
Bish bash bosh.
That's a new one.
This is top level commentary.
Top. Well, I do try.
Am I expecting you in FC26 saying bish bash bosh?
Faku Cohen, an outstanding penalty there from Messi. Johnny, of course, guesses the wrong way. We're disappointed to give away that penalty, Santu. I think that it was slightly unnecessary, but Faku Cohen worked the ball down the line extremely well there, and a fantastic penalty into the top corner. Johnny will be kicking himself, Santu, as well. I think that chance that he missed, the near post one where he tried to time it and timed it yellow, it could be extremely costly. It is extremely costly in circumstances in this game.
Half time के पहले खा लेते तो चल.
At all. Maybe because he doesn't fit on the chair.
Yeah, well, that's another point to be fair.
7.
Because he's 6'7".
I generally don't know what's the height of 6'7". Never wanted to learn that.
It's a fantastic height to be. He's an absolute giant, is the man, and he's a giant in the FC space as well, of course. A man who could certainly win this tournament, Johnny. This game, of course, if he was to win it, would get him into the knockout stages. However, Faku Cohen,
Faku is
narrowly ahead at the moment. He's playing really
Cohen भी बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहा है भाई. नहीं बढ़िया पास बढ़िया दे दो क्लियर करो.
He could have recycled
Nice.
it again.
Nice.
Tries that long.
ऐसे नहीं जा रहा through यार.
Does Johnny. And just a very interesting fixture going on between these two at the moment. Still really trying to feel each other.
हाईलाइट पास खेल रहा है वो तो खेल ही रहा है. उसका प्लेयर देख रहे हो लूसियो का. 2 कदम में आधा ग्राउंड ट्रैवल करता है.
Yeah, the wingers.
लंबा है वहाँ.
So much important.
राइट से देगा क्या निकाल के? दे रहा है क्या राइट से? नहीं.
And runs.
Come on, Maradona.
And Davies with the absolute afterburners on there for Johnny, but some good defending from Faku Cohen. And
कर लेगा अपना जॉनी कर ले भाई.
Faku Cohen, you're just taking it step by step in this game. He's not attacking too forcefully, and neither player is really. There's not been too many chances here in the second half, of course, other than that penalty from Faku Cohen himself. Now, Johnny down the line, he's going to try and work some magic.
I love the way you say he's.
क्या गलत टाइम में वो कर.
Oh yeah, it's just fantastic.
बहुत गलत टाइम में स्विच मारते हैं लेकिन ये लोग. बहुत गलत टाइम में. कुछ होने वाला हो रहा होता है स्विच मार.
Sounds like to me.
Oh man, Fonseca comes in and gets himself a goal back against Samu Gamer.
कौन सा प्लेयर है ऐसे छीन लेता है बॉल.
Samu Gamer, of course, looking to get into the next part of the tournament. The man who, of course, won the E-Serie A, a fantastic young talent here in the FC space. As you see.
मत दो स्पेस. हाँ बढ़िया. साइड निकालो. दौड़ो. भाई प्लीज गोल दे दो.
Absolutely dying, of course, messed up that shot previously, had another chance there, but again.
ऐसे यार. 2 सेकंड के लिए गोल नहीं हो रहा बे.
Advancing forward now.
Let's say.
I think I'm expecting some sort of pause here, Santu, at some
from
point
Johnny.
soon.
Yeah, अभी बहुत आराम से खेल रहा है इसका.
What's going on? Because it just feels very, very back and forth.
Yeah,
at the moment.
बहुत मिड एकदम स्ट्रांग करके रखा है.
When do you press pause? 65th.
Nice. Please goal. Please. कैसे?
He listens to you.
वो प्लेयर को हटाओ यार या फिर राइट लेके आओ.
That curse of the commentator is back. Going to be getting some fresh legs on here. Of course, there's a bit of a stamina drain from these players using some pressing, of course.
बॉक्स से किक पे यार. पता नहीं यार ये वाला गोल देना चाहिए था बे. या फिर फिनिश ट्राई कर लेता शायद राइट से ऐसा करके. पता नहीं शायद ये वाला प्लेयर कैसा. ये जो लड़की वाला प्लेयर खेल रहे हो वो कभी खेल के भी नहीं देखा तो पता नहीं है उसका कैसा है.
And then now you have Williams.
For sure, I think. Well, one thing to touch on early with that is just in terms of height between the two players. I think you couldn't be chipping it up, or especially if you were subbing off someone like Yaya Toure on the wing, for example, you got to switch it up. But of course, these players, they've had some practice time here at the Esports World Cup where they've picked their budget wisely and then been able to use the substitutes.
ये होता तो अबे हो जाना चाहिए था भाई. पता नहीं कैसे नहीं हो रहा.
It's deserved. It's a deserved lead at the moment. It's fair to say. It's just the fact that Johnny, the chances he has had, the 3 shots he's had, and it's like what you were touching on before. To be fair, Santu, They've been cleaned through chances.
Yeah.
This easily could be 3-2 to Johnny.
The goal, the post in just the kickoff, and this one right now against the keeper.
A real chance. Halfway through the second half here, guys. And a header coming in from Johnny was almost lethal, that header. Faku Cohen trying to find the space here on the wing. Look at that triggered run into Bobby Charlton. Of course, that shapeshifter Bobby Charlton item, a fantastic player to use in the game.
I don't think that pass was...
Chalo, come on.
As we see Sesko trying the near post finish, Johnny is...
कैसे नहीं घुस रहा बॉल?
Can we say that there is a...
कैसे नहीं घुस रहा?
Here.
Potentially, slightly, yeah. When he shot the green near post in the previous chances,
अच्छा लिया था ये.
a case to be said that he could have scored that. As we see Williams...
Come on yaar, come on man.
A chance for another goal here.
Goal, but...
Fantastic save from
बच
Canate. The
बच
ball's
गया.
going to get whipped in.
बच गया.
Mr. Whippy, absolutely nothing coming from it though. Messi. Dancing on the edge into Mbappe. Some lovely, intricate passing here.
This हो गया.
And Sesko will just reset this play. And I love this from Faku Cohen. I love this.
Yeah.
Sansu just saying, you know what? The chance was kind of on up top, but then I'm going to take the ball back, just relax and keep the ball for a sec. Okay, I don't exactly love that. I'm the biggest curse of the commentator of all time.
But actually, you were right.
चलो यार भगा ही लो भाई ये प्लेयर. क्या लग रहा है ये प्लेयर भागने में तेज है.
No.
So he just went to for
पारा लियो पकड़ लिया.
As we go to this Fonseca game, and I believe we have got ourselves the equalizer. Yaya Toure out wide.
I don't think it's a replay actually. I think it's live.
That was just some live footage. Potentially there was a goal there, potentially not. We'll get that back to you guys as soon as we possibly can here live on the B stream.
अबे रुको यार क्यों स्विच मारते समझ नहीं आता गेम ही देखते हैं.
First day of the FC Pro World Championship, live and direct here in Saudi Arabia. It's been a blast so far. And these games are almighty important for these players making it through to the knockout stages.
No, you know something.
Baiting the first time through ball there. That was absolutely lovely stuff. And now there's a bit of a 3-on-3. It's a great ball inside.
पकड़ ले. Nice one.
Just could not.
भगाओ.
11 minutes left.
चलो. कर लेगा जॉनी. Come on.
Absolutely fantastic ball out wide there. Sesko.
Nice pass. Goal. Yes.
Konate is MVP of the match.
He's like a spider in that net, isn't he? Just...
Let's go.
And the relief from Johnny, you can see.
Let's go.
Just say that. Konate is spider.
क्या बात है?
He still saved the first shot though.
क्या बात है?
Honestly, he broke the web indeed.
Come on Johnny, come on.
We can only apologize. Get that in a comedy book.
क्या गोल दिया बे? बोला था. ठीक है बोलना तो ठीक है लेकिन.
Listen, I tip Johnny to win this game. Johnny is winning this game and getting through to the knockout stages. I'm very confident. I think it was fair to say Johnny did deserve that. After the first half, of course, there wasn't a lot going on from Johnny. I think it was 11 shots to 1 in Faku Cohen's favour. However, now Johnny's really grown back into this game, and I say relief on Johnny's face. It's kind of look of sort of
Johnny ने बहुत प्यारा गोल दिया है. और चलिए.
Absolutely huge, ladies and gentlemen. As we jump here.
Samu gamer जीत रहा है. क्या बात है?
Of course, this is an elimination fixture. Whoever loses this game will be.
ये वाला जो हारेगा ये दोनों में से निकल रहा है. क्या मोस्टली फोंसेका निकल जाएगा लग रहा है.
He goes through. He's playing very good. Let's see how the coach tells him to do not miss any simple chance, any simple passes. Just keep it simple.
Try and keep the ball as much as possible in these late stages. Of course, these players playing for a massive prize pool here.
भाई मैच दिखाओ यार. ये जीत गया यार. सैमू जीत गया. हमें मैच दिखाओ अपना. Come on.
Let's go Samu.
जीत गया. सैमू जीत गया भाई. हटाओ ये वाला मैच यार. दिखाओ यार अपना. Come on यार. 2-2 है. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चल रहा है. वो जीत गया है.
Kind of not really a look of relief, more just a look of this is what you've turned up to the FC Pro Championship.
Nice.
Samu. Great work from him.
Come on. Nice pass.
It's the next part of the group stages.
भाई इसका देखो भाई इसमें जगह ही नहीं. मुझे जॉनी के प्लेयर्स क्यों नहीं दिख रहे? पूरा मिडफील्ड इसके प्लेयर से भरे हुए हैं. भागो साला. चलो रोनाल्डो ने तो भगा लेगा. ज्यादा भगा लिया.
Winner takes all. One more goal, you would imagine, will seal the deal for one of these players.
Come on, Johnny. Come on. Nice pass. Nice pass. L.
I don't believe it.
It's the yellow time finish. The time finishing from Johnny has been sporadic. It's been all over the place in this game.
When you miss so many.
Pass क्यों नहीं दिया इसने?
What was the fault?
Hold on, guys. Hold up. Wait a minute.
What is going on?
Is about to put up
मानो बच्चे उधर है पेल रहा है अलग अपना.
For the knockouts. A man making a statement, trying to take home another world championship that, of course, he's previously got in his arsenal.
Penalty दे दो.
Are we going to see another match to the extra time?
Penalty ही दे दो.
I think we very well could be, Santu. Unless there's more drama to unfold here. My popcorn's certainly out now.
He didn't capitalize that opportunity.
Playing for the last attack here, Santu.
2 minutes of additional time. And Samu Gamer. Maybe.
Come on, Johnny. 2 मिनट का है. एक भाई एक थ्रू में गोल दो भाई. एक थ्रू में गोल दे दो भाई. Come on, Johnny. Come on. हो जाएगा. हो जाएगा. हो जाएगा. कर लेगा. आराम से फिनिश. क्या से नहीं होगा फिनिश. थोड़ा स्पेस चाहिए. Come on.
I don't believe it.
No. Come on.
No way, Jose Mourinho, I was about to say.
And that was Maradona. That was Maradona. That would be heartbroken for.
If my heart's going like that, what's happening to the players? Ice cold work from both.
ब्लंडर तो उसके गोलकीपर से हो जाता. गोल दे देता जॉनी.
We just need a breather, and so do the players. Let's have a little breather. Take a sip of some water. That's right, Sanchez. Have a little sip of some water. Have a little reset mode because we're going into extra time here, ladies and gentlemen. A chance, of course, at some penalty.
Come on, Johnny. Come on.
Who doesn't love a penalty shootout?
वही जीके का हो गया था यहाँ पे.
In the real life.
Okay, it's 10-2. It's 10-2. And I'm not talking about the time. Sorry, everyone.
यहाँ पे मानो बच्चे ने तो 10 गोल दे दिए.
Yeah, this is more than a statement win. This is.
I mean everybody knows how capable Manu is. The fact that Rampazzo has managed to beat Levi de Weer.
I mean, one of the most surprising things that we've seen. 100%.
I mean, I probably even Rampazzo knew that it was going to be one of the toughest match ever. So yeah, 10-2 is one of a hell of a result, but yeah, compliments to Rampazzo to have come here, beaten
for sure.
Levi de Weer,
yeah,
of course. Bashor is just something else.
Just something else, and of course, Rampazzo.
जो भी क्लब रिप्रेजेंट करता है ना, टेक हिंट्स, जो भी फीफा का क्लब रिप्रेजेंट करता है, वो लोग अपने फीफा वाले जर्सी पे.
Which that game will, of course, be played tomorrow as we jump back into our featured game here, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 between Faku Cohen and Johnny, of course. Been a tremendous game. Missed chances, probably the main highlight of this all for both players, in all honesty. Faku Cohen working his chance the best he
Please goal देने मत दो.
Good offside traps from Johnny. But
it's भाई,
great intricate FC being played.
तेरा बात आपके सो गए क्या?
Both players just going absolute tit for tat at the moment.
ये दुबे जी फोन नहीं उठा रहे.
Johnny will look for this ball. He'll look for this through ball. Alawaran's been triggered. Keep it
on
that
ball.
As he finds the ball straight through the middle. Samu's not missing
that
for a single second. And Johnny gets into the lead in this game. You see the little head nod coming in from Johnny. You know he's in their driving seat, going through all the gears, Santu.
Faku knows that he needed to capitalize that opportunities in the first half when
क्या गोल है भाई?
2-0 with all the calm in the world, and now is
भाई टाइम खेल लो अभी बस. नहीं टाइम अगर खेलेंगे तो फिर वो हो जाएगा. इससे अच्छा गोल के लिए खेलो क्योंकि दे सकता है. अभी इसका भी थोड़ा डिफेंस एक्सपोज हो रहा है ओवन का.
Something that I've touched on at the start of the day, which is finally not jinxed from me, is his mentality.
Definitely.
I don't think Johnny.
Come on, Johnny. Come on.
angry or like flustered. You know, he just knew he had bits to do, even when he was missing a couple of his chances where he had some really golden chances, guys, remember, of course, early in this game. Johnny's showing his experience
येलो है
here at the Esports World Cup.
रिटीना
Yeah, definitely. Johnny is
और कितने देर का मैच है और इसके बाद और एक हाफ होगा मतलब 10 मिनट का पकड़ के चलो
as we said before
8 मिनट का ये
it's
हाफ
the first participation in the Esports World Cup for Faku Cohen, so I mean it's a bit normal that a player like Faku Cohen
भाई डेविस को बस रुकाओ भाई
like this one
टाइम है ओह शिट निकाल दिया था ये
from Faku Cohen, a real chance to bring that back to 3. Rolls a great pass Davies'
but
legs.
you know the fact that a lot of passes don't lock on the receiver, it never happens to me.
अच्छा चीज
I think you're just too good, Samu.
No, I mean no, I mean it's something in the settings that could trigger this stuff. It never happened to me actually once this year. No,
really?
not about.
Let's go Johnny gol hoga
Maybe because I don't use the lock. Maybe
comprende. But that could be the reason.
I mean my setting on the player lock is off. I don't generally use the player lock at all.
Of course, every player at the FC Pro World Championship using the player lock, probably one of the most advantageous elements of the game that you can use to really enhance your chances of winning.
Yeah, use the creative directions, you know.
Yeah, that's another really good feature in FC. Indeed. Faku Cohen looking for a goal before the half-time extra time break. Can Johnny get one more though? If Johnny gets this next goal, the mountain to climb is astronomical. Late on in this fixture. Of course, the winner of this, guys, as we've mentioned, going through to the knockout stages. So, a lot on the line here. Williams looking to find that passing behind. Of course, all the passing play styles she has on offer are amazing. Abeli as well, another item that's fantastic.
Down the
line. It's fantastic.
नहीं बहुत बढ़िया nice one Johnny यार मेरे रॉन से इतना जल्दी कैसे बॉल छीन ले रहे हैं नाइस
Look at that ball into Ronaldinho.
ट्राई कर लो एक तो शॉट मार के
Fantastic work though.
And let's go into the second.
What's your thoughts on SHL current EWC run? देखो हम लोग ये साल नए थे ठीक है नए थे तो थोड़ा बाहर की गेम्स का हमें बहुत कम आइडिया था लेकिन अभी हम लोग ने काफ़ी सारे उस चीज़ में वर्क किया है ठीक है बहुत सारे टाइटल्स मतलब जिसमें हम लोग को पता ही नहीं था क्या क्या होता है वो सब एक्चुअली पता चल रहा है और आगे जाके और बढ़िया ही होगा ये साल तो मतलब वैसा था एक्सपीरियंस कम थे अपने लेकिन ठीक है वेरी प्राउड ऑफ जैसे निहाल ने खेला है और जॉनी तरीके से अभी खेल रहा है बाकी जिस इसने भी ट्राई किया है बहुत बढ़िया है हार्ट ब्रेकिंग थोड़ा सा था अपना वारजोन के लिए क्योंकि वो लोग अच्छी टीम है वो क्वालिफाई कर जाते तो मज़ा आता है EWC लेकिन हाँ कोई बात नहीं वो लोग वर्ल्ड सीरीज़ खेलेंगे बाकी तो ठीक है बाकी तो बढ़िया है
Yeah, probably the same, but I am pretty sure I will buy myself a
really
nice car.
Oh, a nice car.
I'm a car guy, yeah.
Oh, we like that. We like that indeed. Of course, kicking off the second half of extra time here. Faku Cohen versus Johnny 3-2. Johnny leads with 15 in-game minutes left. Of course, remember, guys, we're on 9-minute halves here, so slightly longer, a little bit more time for Faku Cohen to pull this back than you guys might think or be used to from playing your champs or
बढ़िया
at home.
टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा है भाई जॉनी
Let's see it all unfold here.
ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट भी मत करो भाई
Davies. Down the line, it's fantastic work. Is
Goal.
it inside?
No, it's not.
बच गया
Not for a single second.
बच गया
Real good chance there.
बच गया आराम से जॉनी हल्का नहीं खत्म होगा ये
Now Faku Cohen needs to give everything he has because
बढ़िया ट्राई करो वो अटैक ज्यादा करता है तो अपने को भी चांस है ना मार ही दो वहां का इधर से बस शूट ही नहीं हुआ देखो ना उनके दो प्लेयर हाँ ये कर सकते हैं ना ये सेटिंग में ऐसे ही नहीं चल जाता है कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है उनको
Johnny trying to work it down the line, a little bit predictable in the end there.
प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर वाले बहुत अलग तरीके से खेलते हैं.
He is, even though he's lacking some defensive play styles, he plays so well. One of the players who sort of feels like he plays a little bit above his stats.
His body type is huge, so and player of course can defend manually. So he's one of the most manual player here, as long as they can defend, of course.
Knife.
We know that.
Knife.
Absolutely. Johnny.
ट्राई कर लो. कोने से गोल देके फायदा नहीं है बे. कॉर्नर नहीं ले लो इसे.
Plays the ball inside.
पेस बना.
Johnny just relaxing a little bit here, realizing he doesn't have to go forward.
Yeah, definitely.
So quickly.
आराम से खेलो, टाइम वेस्ट करो.
Putting this press on, trying to get Johnny here.
नहीं. ओ मिल गया. Nice.
Johnny with a chance. Oh, it's a lovely ball inside. Samu.
क्या बात है? Let's go.
The first one of the match.
Let's go.
The absolute limbs. Encouraging the crowd to support him on. Fantastic work from Johnny, and he looks to have booked his place into the FC Pro World Championship knockout stages. Take a bow, Johnny, my friend. It'll have to be a long bow in that, being 6'7", won't it? Wow. How have we mentioned his height once again? But we see the ball over the top into Ronaldinho there. Great bit of patience and just misses that tackle, Faku Cohen, and that is so crucial. You can just see the little shake of the head there.
Let's go, bye. Top 16, we're coming.
I'm not sure about Playstyle Plus. I'm unsure. Oh, we could see it potentially on the screen there. She's got it?
She has.
Well, there you go. It's the magnet.
The reason.
It's the magnet to the foot there, into the low-driven finish. And Johnny looks to have squeezed out a victory right here. Unless Faku Cohen can come out with something perfect. It has to be perfect from him.
आराम से.
Williams triggering that one run from Sesko.
आराम से.
Ball inside to Messi.
आराम से.
It's got to be now. Johnny will not mind this at all. The more
आराम से.
has got to build up, Santu.
मारने मत दो साले को. मारने मत दे.
Less than 2 minutes.
बढ़िया है.
I know it's gonna be hard. And
पकड़ो.
he knows that it's gonna be hard.
गोल है.
The chance.
Go.
And he's done it. I tell you something.
He needs one more goal to equalize and brings this match to the penalty shootout.
This would be huge drama here at the Esports World Cup.
Come on, यार गोल.
Players having a little word with their coaches. I tell you something. This would be scenes. Now 119th.
कोई नहीं. एक मिनट बचा. 1 मिनट.
With the chance to
1 मिनट का और प्लस इंजरी टाइम होगा तो देखेंगे.
We can do it effectively. Remember, guys, we've had a lot of extra time, but we are into actual extra time now. So there's not going to be 3 minutes added on here. This is going to be +1, maybe a +2.
मोस्टली 2 मिनट का गेम बचा है.
So interested to see how this game finishes off. Of course, the celebrations.
चलो जॉनी अपने पास रखो बॉल. अपने पास रखो बॉल.
It's +2. One chance. Johnny will wait until the second it takes kickoff to tick down that.
Come on.
As much as possible.
अपने पास रखो. 2 मिनट का टाइम है बस. 1 मिनट. 1 मिनट. लास्ट कुछ सेकंड. Come on. Come on, Johnny. नहीं मत दो. गिराओ इसको साले को.
He's got to go though. Any second now. He's got to go forward.
Nice. कैंटोना भागो. Nice.
And Johnny will book.
हो जाएगा क्या?
Into the knockout stages. Prediction has come through.
Let's go.
Go and had the chance at the last.
Let's go guys. क्या बढ़िया था यार. मजा आया.
Didn't went through.
Yeah, when you go
जो भी नया है लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करके जाने मत भूलना. ठीक है. नहीं ठीक है भाई. दिस गाय बहुत बढ़िया खेला इसने. ओपोनेंट ने. ओवन मोस्टली ये लोअर ब्रैकेट से ये जीत जाएगा मुझे लग रहा है. और अपना हम लोग जॉनी जीत गया तो लेट्स गो. भाई क्या बढ़िया निकाला है गेम. क्या बढ़िया निकाला है भाई. मजा आ गया. ये जॉनी ओनली फॉर EWC. हैरी पॉटर ऐसी बात नहीं है. मोस्टली जो फीफा के प्लेयर होते हैं ना वो लोग अपने क्लब को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. तो वो लोग जब जर्सी पहनते हैं तो अपने क्लब के ही पहनते हैं. ऐसा होता है.
kids are, you know.
Yeah, I know. Who do you think was scoring?
ठीक है, बाकी मेरे को और पता होने के लिए एक बार पूछना पड़ेगा जयेश से, उसको ज़्यादा आइडिया रहेगा फीफा का.
And I was like, I'm fairly certain that was Samu screaming. Like, so I think maybe an Italian player scored, but some incredible matches, of course, that we just saw on our screens. Johnny will book his ticket.
Hello guys, bye bye, tata.
Maybe expect
Yeah.
with the experience that he has. Of course, that is going to be a sad result on the flip side, having to.
मेरे को कल जल्दी फ्लाइट है, तो आज मैं अभी जल्दी जाऊंगा, थोड़ा पैकिंग वैकिंग करता हूँ, ठीक है? तब तक के लिए बाय बाय.